What do you mean we're going live soon, Connor? We're live right now at twitch.tv/Dicefunctional. What's up, everyone? Hello and welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play Dungeons and Dragons, throw us that dice, tell some stories, and we share it with you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your presence this fine day. And a special thank you and welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you. We hope you enjoy your first taste of this adventuring crew as we figure out a funeral and some other stuff because, you know, people die. Yeah, it's D&D. It's a lot of fun. But if you want to see who died, or, you know, if you just want to continue to watch us in the future to see what happens, you know, as we get that player back in the game, I've got some good news for you in a bunch of ways that you can connect with us. The first way that you can do so, you can tune in live here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, probably soon to be other places, live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern. That is where that's right, you can experience this game live with us every week. It's a fun place to hang out. And, hey, you can chat with us while it's happening. And a lot of times we respond, which is really cool. Because you can almost kind of be part of the story. See, how cool is that? I think that's really fucking cool. We also are live throughout the week playing video games and doing other stuff. So if you were looking for a place to hang out, what better place than here with this group of friends? However, if you don't like watching things live, or if you missed something and want to catch up on things, like figuring out who this mysterious character was that got, you know, completely ganked in the last episode, you can go on over to YouTube, youtube.com/@Dicefunctional, where you can watch all of the previous episodes of this campaign too. We have an entire campaign 1 that will keep you entertained for probably close to a year in real time. And we've got some other art content and game content up there too. There's a whole lot of really cool stuff. So subscribe over there and you can get updated when these things come out. It is also probably the best way to keep up with things because, hey, you know, there's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with YouTube. So that way you can, you know, stay entertained while, you know, you're watching capitalism fall. If you want to interact with us on socials, we are at Dicefunctional everywhere except for on Twitter, where we are at Dicefunctional with an _. If you want to take us on the road because you can't do video things and you want to listen to us on podcast form, just search Dicefunctional wherever it is that you get podcasts. You can keep up with us there. And if you want more information on the players and on the characters, search Dicefunctional wherever you do the searching for the websites thing, because we have an amazing website where you can get that information on the players, on the characters, and see all the awesome artwork that comes along with that. But you're not here to listen to me talk about ways that you can interact with people on a social media. You're here to watch some fucking D&D. So that's what we're going to get to. Connor, take it away! Oh, I'm working on it. Don't worry.
Jacephilia?
I prefer that one.
Try again.
Try again?
Yeah, there it is. Thanks, OBS. I actually specifically... No, hold on. Little behind the scenes, and this is what you get because it's live. I specifically didn't update OBS. Because I went, no, I'm going to update OBS, and it's going to fuck up the audio outputs. And guess what? Guess what it did? It fucked up the audio outputs. Thanks, OBS. Appreciate you, buddy. Anyway.
When we last left the neighborhood watch, they had just made their way back to the mage tower that they had commandeered. And we're beginning to look through some of the oddities that were present here, including some of the hidden... stowaway areas, namely in this one where they found a hidden mirror locked away inside of a lead-lined box. In the process of trying to find out what was going on and exactly what this was, you figured out some very important things about the mirror and also attracted some attention as an unknown man and 3 other individuals came into your tower and very swiftly a fight broke out. The individual you fought was a dragonborn by the name of Medrithos. Very dangerous as people go, while the other 3 individuals just stood back and watched. You managed to defeat Medrithos, barely, although not without any loss, as unfortunately the party's monk, Tana, was killed in the fight. And after attempting to revive her using magic, fortunately the ritual failed, and Tana is now deceased, which at least partially explains the fact that Cody is not here this week. The man that made his way into the building then made it clear to you all who he really was, revealing himself to be Aldataxis, the god of ambition. But he let you all keep the mirror, and then left, with his two companions following behind him. And that was where we left off. The ritual sadly failed. Tana is still deceased. It does not seem like she is coming back, at least not through normal means. It doesn't mean it is impossible to bring her back. You guys can do it through other methods, but it will be something a little bit more grand, more like a quest or some kind of a mission you'd have to do. But
fuck, we got to take the moon hostage.
Nope.
That's the only option. We are taking the moon hostage.
Righto.
And trading it for Tana's life.
You guys can do as you please now. What would you like to do?
Take the moon hostage.
Nope.
We're doing it right
now.
All right, let's do it. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I think Titania would definitely give us back Tana if we just...
I cast Eldritch Blast at the moon.
Unfortunately, it's well outside of your range.
Do you have...
It does
well,
miss.
so, see, here's the thing.
That's where Asher built his spaceship.
Yeah. I got this. Don't worry. It's technically in a pocket dimension, so we are sealed off for air, so we're good.
Right now, we're not in the top. We're in the tower right now. We're not in a pocket dimension.
Oh, yeah, we are in the tower right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turn the tower into a rocket ship.
This just happened in our tower.
It's the right shape. A tower.
It is the right shape.
You're not wrong. I feel like we are missing some aerodynamics and other, like,
Well, that's
rocket...
what Asher's for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asher's smart like that.
Yeah.
Asher likes to build.
We're gonna
Yeah.
fly our wizard tower to the moon, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
I appreciate everybody's riffing, but how are we going to character?
I can't.
That wasn't character. We're gonna fly our wizard tower to the moon. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
I'm scared to go into character because I know for a fact one person is not taking it well.
I know what you are.
Two. I think two for different
people
reasons.
are not taking it very well.
Yeah.
Three.
The person who just failed to revive her and the person who grew very close to her as a carny.
Yeah. Fizzy's like in the corner of the. Well, not even. It's a whatever.
You in the corner?
Yeah, basically.
To get in character, Darius is gonna stand over her for a minute. We should put her to rest somewhere for now. Put her in one of the empty rooms.
I can make sure she doesn't decay too much for a little while.
Go ahead and do that.
Shit.
We need to give her the choice after this.
Actually,
if there's a
question:
way.
is the mirror out?
It's
in
in
the
the.
box.
It's still in the wooden box. It
It's
was
approaching
hastily.
that wooden box.
Okay.
She's like,
What are you doing?
I think that Fitz would be posted up near-ish the box. I kind of lay a hand on it, be like, we just dealt with the consequences of using this fizzy.
We should at least
Give
test it
time.
before.
I want to see my mom.
I see no harm in that.
As long
Just
as you
talk.
promise to not launch yourself through the mirror, because we don't know if we could get you back at that point.
We don't know if it's a one-way trip or not.
Okay.
While Fizzy's doing that, I'm going to take the time to ritually cast both Gentle Repose and Ceremony Funeral Rites on Tana's body, because that's what she would do.
Okay. Both of those would take, I believe, 10 minutes each. So
Yeah, they're both ritual spells, like I checked.
Yep.
If you see me Googling, it's because I don't know what funeral rites does.
If I had a spell
It just
slot,
prevents
I
her from
would've
becoming
saved you 10
undead
minutes.
for a week by anything short of
Ah.
a wish spell. It's nothing that I don't think we have to worry about, but
Mhm.
it
As
seems
you're
like the
doing
right
that-
thing for a cleric to do.
As you're
when their
doing that,
friend just
Garrus-
died.
Eris is gonna nudge Kaz and go, "Come help me with this. Come on."
I can't.
Kaz. She may be
My
doing
shoes
funeral
aren't here.
rites, but she deserves proper ritual. Her body needs to be cleaned. The mirrors need covered. The windows opened. Her body needs to lay to rest for a little bit.
I can't.
Come on. She wouldn't want you to grieve her to the point of where you couldn't remember her properly. It will help. I promise. She wouldn't want you blaming yourself for this. So let's give her what's right.
Okay.
And Darius will take Kaz away from the others to where Granny is doing the rites and continue essentially having Kaz sit with her, making sure Tana is clean, properly dressed, there's no blood, the window is cracked, and the mirrors are covered.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is a knot at the bottom of the bed.
Well, all of the mirrors except for one are covered because
Well, that's in a different room.
It's the
now.
mirror.
Fizzy's got a
Um,
mirror.
We're trying.
Yes, Fizzy got a mirror cover.
The point is, tying a knot in the bed keeps the spirit with the body.
Yeah, it's all wives' tales.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And while this is happening, like Granny's also, like reaching out. Oh, the Kaz model's crying.
Oh yeah. Oh, Darius has already thrown the baby blanket over her shoulders.
Yeah,
because
she's just like throughout the two rituals, she's just reaching out, like giving Kaz like a squeeze or whatever. Like, we'll deal with that in a bit, but
once that's done, Darius is just gonna sit down beside Kaz, offer her a hand, and sit there with her.
While the ritual's being carried out on Tana, that's going to occupy Kaz, Granny, and Darius.
Do it.
Sorry, I
There you
spaced
go.
out.
Names.
Fitz, Asher, and Fizzy. What are you guys doing?
Fitz is sitting within arm's reach of Fizzy just in case he needs to, like, grab the back of her shirt. Like that! Don't jump through there! I know you
The
want
good thing you're doing that is what I will say that
I'm on too, Fizzy!
it's a good thing you're doing that. I will say that. Because
It's-
the temptation is there.
I think Fitz would do it because the temptation, that was one of Fitz's first thoughts of like, I could use it to go home.
Now the question is Asher also sitting with them?
Pets?
No, Asher's split off to the side and is seemingly getting to work.
I'm gonna open the box. See mirror.
Yep. You see the well-made, highly polished mirror sitting in the box.
I don't know how this works. She's like gonna like tap the glass. Do I just like think about it?
When Asher did it, Asher spoke the name of who they were looking to
Oh god.
talk to.
Michelle's gotta do a thing. Hold on.
You have to look up your mom's proper
What's my
name.
mom's
Do I have to say? Do I have to
What's
say the
my
name?
mother?
I can't just say mom.
What's my mother's name?
Shut the fuck up. Get Scanlan out of here.
It's No, Fizzy's mom's name is Martha, and mine
I
is
just have a
also
lot of
Martha.
relatives, so it's
Karen.
it's a-
Whoa.
It's
Whoa.
Fizzy
You have so much in
versus
common.
Batman and
Okay,
fight to the
so
death.
rest. That's what I thought. Okay.
Karen Fizeth.
No, it's
Listen, we
rest.
can't use the name Karen for reasons,
I know.
personal reasons outside of the in-game stuff.
And Fizzy's mom's name was Ro.
And Fizzy's mom's name was John Cena.
No, you can see her, so that doesn't work.
I think I should take the little drawing I did of Fizzy's mom and I should put John Cena's face on it.
No, just put her into camo cargo shorts.
She ain't got no legs. Let's head it down.
Also, real quick, I want to point out, I asked Cody, this is for the stream, before game, would Tana be mad if we took her feet to make Lucky Rabbit's feet?
Grimmest
Cody
question.
said, unlikely, but she has said before she doesn't see the point in it. How lucky can a rabbit who got caught/killed be?
Thank you for saying the same thing that Becca said.
That's what I said.
Which I agree with Becca, actually. So she's like, I gotta say the name, so she's just gonna be like, okay, so I always forget how to pronounce like Heslick. I know it's my last name, but I don't use it very often.
Fizzy pulls out a book with phonetic pronunciations that she
It
can
doesn't
now
work.
somehow read. Just like Heslick.
It's easier for her to say it, but it's harder for me to say it because Michelle does not have drow tongue. So she just kind of like taps glass and goes, Zerest Heslick?
The mirror in front of you will go from a plain reflective surface to modeling away, and you are now seeing the form of what looks to be your mother. In a dimly lit area, lit only by bioluminescence and other glowing flora and fauna.
Do I talk? Do I...
Izzy,
Mom?
how are you doing that?
Story? Very long. It's a mirror. Hi. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Well, it's very nice to see you too. Been some time,
Uh-huh.
but I do hope you are enjoying your time on the outside.
Mostly. Sometimes. I made friends.
That's good.
She'll like, I know Fitz is like behind her and she'll just like turn around and like do this to show Fitz.
Hello.
Fitz. That's my mom.
Hello, Fizzy's
Fine
mom.
elven young man.
Thank you. I like her.
I do too. Deal with not being good at something or failing.
You would simply note the failure and then move on.
One back.
then you try again if possible. But the simple fact of the matter is, you can't succeed at everything. It's not how the world works. Not everything will ever always go your way. You won't always win every fight. You won't always walk out the victor in an argument. And there will be days where you will make the wrong decision. There will be days where you have to make the wrong decision and you will know it's the wrong decision and it will feel terrible. Some days, the wrong thing happens, but there's nothing you can do to stop that. Not always. All you can do is try to be the best that you are able to be, and be as skilled as you are able to be. And then, if fate has other plans, then there's nothing else you can do. I realize being told something like that doesn't necessarily feel comforting. It isn't. It's a harsh truth of the world. But all you can do is just pick yourself back up and keep going.
Feeling all over the place all the time. I can't find my sister. Couldn't keep someone alive. Don't know where anyone is.
Some of these things just take time, dear. And it's more than just a matter of taking time. Sometimes there are other forces at play. Call it fate, destiny, or even just the whims of people who are stronger than you right now. Sometimes there are other things at play that make it difficult to do what you need to. And in that sense, all you can do is simply try to get stronger. Improve yourself. But
Doing that.
failing to bring someone back is not necessarily your fault. Sometimes people don't want to come back. And sometimes there are external forces that stop them from coming back. Sometimes, well, the gods have other plans for them. And it doesn't mean they come back onto this plane.
Very nice of the gods.
The gods don't necessarily need to be nice.
Yeah, I know. I met one today. He was a dick.
Well, that is unfortunate. But
Or not fizzy language. Wait.
it's unfortunate.
Because he heard Davis say it one time and was like,
Why am I being blamed for everyone cussing?
Because that's exactly who would be getting blamed for getting cussing.
you was a dick. It'd be you.
Granny's right there. So is Asher.
Asher curses more than Granny does.
I can't explain it, but saying that God was a dick,
It feels like actually, that feels like an Asher.
it does.
I
feel
will
like
point
a
that out. That
feeling.
does feel very Asher.
I was like, you gotta point to me and tell me I'm wrong.
As I said it, I was like,
No, that's
someone
Asher.
who's
That's
making,
absolutely
like,
An
Asher.
Asherism.
a god-killing gun. So
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
it would
Asher.
probably be Asher.
I'll take a lot of shit for cussing. But when it comes to
in this
saying
case,
God's
it's from
a dick,
Asher. Yeah, it wasn't very. I'm not. He was a mean god.
Not
Why do
all
we
of them are
need them
nice.
if they're gonna just take people from us? I just.
the relationship between gods and the mortals are very different. It's not the same as needing the air you breathe or needing plants to grow. It's largely optional. You don't necessarily need them. Not really. But some people feel comforted by having them. And there are gods for all things, even the negative. And whether you like it or not, those gods have their own personalities too. And that can mean that some of them can be quite cruel.
What was everything over there?
Well, going well. I responded to your message, although I don't think it made it out.
Definitely not.
The forest has become a bit more unruly as of late. Nothing terrible. Nothing unexpected. I've seen it in my lifetime. So, it's nothing I cannot deal with. But that would most likely explain why your messenger bird did not
That does not make
proceed.
me feel good. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm learning how to read.
Well, that's very good to hear.
It's teaching me.
You showed very little interest in that back when we attempted
Apparently-
to teach you that here.
Apparently, it's really useful up here.
Yes, it is.
It's not really useful at all.
They're likely still using their money system.
Yeah, they are.
Assuming.
Money's so weird. You just hand these like little gold. You like pull out whatever gold you give people these, and they give you things. It's very
not-
weird.
It's an odd decision, but
I have a
they
lot
are-
of these. Just hold up the gold piece. We've
They're
had
a
some-
much larger group of people than we are, dear. You could name most of the people who live in our
It's true.
village. You could not name or list all of the people
Met
that
so
are up
many
there.
people. I've met so many people. I can't remember all of them. I could give you names, but like it wouldn't. I miss home. It's easier.
It's
at home.
natural. Yes.
The world sucks sometimes. People are mean to me. Some people are mean to me because I'm an elf or because I'm a drow or oh. Did you know I'm a weird one?
Yes. Yes.
Why
We
didn't
are-
you tell me?
We are unusual compared to our drow.
Know that.
cousins.
Can I like turn the like mirror to like where Darius and Cass are?
I don't know if we're in the same room.
You're
'cause I don't
definitely not in the
think-
same room.
Oh, we're not in the same room.
Can you imagine
Okay.
busy turning it to a crying Kaz, a grand
A dead
preparing
body.
a body for burial,
That's true.
and
I didn't
Darius
do that.
comforting Kaz?
Yeah, that
Like,
is very
look,
true. This
see
is
that
Boy, that's fucked.
yeah, that's fucked. Well, there's one with me. The ones that are
Yes.
not weird.
Yes. Our enclave is more
Why are we
section off
different?
than the rest. It's a long story,
Okay.
and a touch more complicated than I believe you may understand.
Ah.
The easiest way of putting it is our subgroup was more prone to developing pale skin and lighter features.
Interesting. I
It's
understand more
just
complicated
how-
things now.
I know, I can tell you
Because it
understand
turns out
more
everything is
things.
complicated up here.
Yes.
No one told me that. Like, I mean, the stories are different than, like, dealing with it. Everything's so complicated up here.
Yes.
I yelled at a bunch of dwarves. Because they were mean to me because I was an elf. And I said, I've never met I've known dwarves. They're nice. Why would I be... Do it because you're mean to me? I think all dwarves are bad? And they got very confused. I confuse people a lot. People, like... are confused by me, I guess.
Dear, you have a much simpler way of viewing the world. And that does tend to confuse people in some ways. It's not a bad thing. It's simply, as a matter of fact, I would actually refer to it as a good thing.
It works.
But it's part of the reason why you are taking this trip, why you have this opportunity. It's not just so that you have the chance to leave. It's so that you have the chance to understand what the world is like
Oh,
and what
it's so,
our world is like in comparison.
oh, it's so different. It hurts my
Yes.
head sometimes.
It does.
Okay, I should probably go. Because as much as I like talking to you, I think I'm gonna do this more because I think this is our mirror now. So if I need to talk to you again, I will. But I need it. Thank you. I love you. I miss you.
I love you too, dear. It's very nice speaking to you again.
Okay.
Please,
Okay.
enjoy
I
the
turn-
outside world. Learn from it. You have plenty of time out there.
I
And if you
will.
manage to find your siblings, that will be fine. But if you don't, it's not your fault.
Going to. I'm determined to.
Yes, your stubbornness always shows in that way.
From you.
I
Go
know.
back.
I know.
Okay. Okay. How do I turn this off? How do I? Do I?
It's you. It'd be like dismissing a spell. It's the same. It's the same operations. You
Like
just. You
she'll
just
wave, and then
Yeah.
she'll like dismiss it,
Yep.
and she'll push it back in the box and close the lid. And she'll turn to Fitz and she'll be like, "See, I didn't go in, even though I really wanted to. I really wanted to."
Trust me, that's the reason I'm not using the mirror right now.
Yeah, it's
I was
dangerous.
ready to pull you back. Just in
Thanks.
case. Can't
Thank
afford
you.
to lose 2 people in one day.
Okay, well, we close the mirror, we put it away. I'm gonna go find Asher. We should go find Asher.
You go. Gonna not necessarily keep guard outside of the room Tana's in, but sort of
I'm gonna go find Asher then.
linger around the outside edges.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt that either. I'm gonna go find Asher, and then I will go find Asher.
As you leave to go find Asher, Fitz, you will hear the voice from Muni once again, and he'll speak up. He'll go, "I'm very sorry. I could not tell you more about what was happening."
I don't know how much good it would have done to know. Probably would have made things worse. Would have been scarier.
Yes. Yes. Well, it would not have been wise for me to be immediately telling you what was going on.
It's fair. It's fair. Fitz is just gonna sit down outside of whatever room Granny took Tana's body to, so wherever everyone is, Fitz is just gonna sit outside the door like a little lost puppy.
The world has changed very much from when I was a young man.
Oh,
It's very different. I've
the whole of it, or something specific?
I've lived through wars and changes of regime. But this is changed yet again. More recently, you understand. It's not what I expected. It's reminding me that I should go home at some point.
Are you not home?
Not fully, no.
I could be home fully. I'd take the opportunity.
Yes, I suppose it'd be hard to not take that opportunity. But I have other responsibilities. In time, I'd like you to bring me back to that island.
Absolutely.
We'll be
Always
able
part
to.
of the plan.
Yes, and we'll be able to speak there. Speak fully.
If we
I'm
make
very
it.
sorry.
Not to be dark. Things have started sort of snowballing now. Sorry, it's just I don't really know what to do with this. Mentally.
Your friend being deceased.
Yeah. So I know I
I've
should
seen. No.
be upset about it, but I don't. I should be crying. I should be upset, but I'm sad. But I don't. I've just always worked differently that way.
Grief is a very different thing for some people. I've lost more people than you could count in my life. So I'm very close to me. And I can say confidently that grief has become a different thing for me. But some always handle it a little differently. Most handle it differently. Your companions are all handling this in different ways. That's how people are. That's how it works. But you did well in your fight.
Thank you. I tried. Without some help. Would have just been a little guy with a pointy stick. No offense. But
None taken.
well, from the outside, I probably looked a bit insane sometimes. Two voices coming from my back, my side, and I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Not my spot. I can't think about that today. But no, I appreciate the compliment. Could have done better. Didn't do my worst. Could have. That's it. Fitz is just gonna sit in the hallway, sort of staring at one spot on the floor, doing like a brain replay of the fight, being like, well, if I'd done this instead of that, maybe I could have done a little bit more and saved Tana. Maybe if I did this, Tana would be dead. Maybe I did,
Yep.
Anxious King.
Granny, Darius, and Kaz.
Well, we're here now.
I was fully prepared to have more time. I was like, oh yes, Connor's going in a circle.
Get dunked on.
Asher was by himself for a while. Thought we'd have more time.
Asher, I have a hunch Chase is doing something, so I'm gonna get to Asher in a second.
Okay, well, the two rituals only take 20 minutes together, so. Once they're done, Granny will probably just sit on the other side of Kaz that Terrace is sitting and kind of like. I know what it's like to lose a teammate, a friend. It's okay to be sad. Just remember we're here for you.
Well, Kaz is not talking. Obviously, she's dissociating, so
Mm-hmm.
she's not doing so hot.
Why don't we get some fresh air?
The window is open.
I meant outside.
Snowing. Do you want to go out in the snow?
The cold will be refreshing. Put on a coat. Come on.
Mm.
Well, if you don't want to come with us, you don't have to. Sometimes you just need something a little bracing, you know? Get your mind off things. We're going for a walk.
Okay. Granny and Kaz, and probably not Darius.
It's too cold.
Actually,
Coward.
fuck that.
She's sitting with the body in the warmth. Thank you.
There's snatches the baby blanket back and puts it on.
No, I was gonna leave it with her.
Fair enough, fair enough.
There's a fire in this room.
Kaz and Granny, you two leave and begin walking outside.
And Granny's not gonna talk if Kaz doesn't in this moment. She's just gonna like outside of, you know, like oh, look at that funny little tree. Just kind of
Granny,
what?
I know it's supposed to make me feel better, but
No, it's not supposed to make you feel better. That's the secret.
what am I gonna tell them? I can't even go back home.
Why not?
I don't know. Granny, I can't do acrobatics anymore. And Tana being gone, that part of me feels like I failed her.
I've been right where you've been before. So believe me, I know what that feels like. Ultimately, though, everyone is ultimately responsible for themselves. You couldn't have stopped Tana from fighting back. It's not your fault that she didn't.
I know, but it felt like he was one hit away from being knocked down. I guess I wasn't strong enough to stop him.
Just gotta get stronger then. We all do. But you can't take all the blame yourself. Alright? And even if you don't walk the tightrope as well as you used to, the carnival's still your family. You don't have to worry about that, I'm sure.
Well, the cat's gonna stay silent about that.
Niggy. um, honestly, the best way to feel better about this is just give it time. That's the unfortunate reality. Um,
Can I please hold Tana's stuff for the meantime?
of course. By all means.
Asher.
Mm-hmm.
Fizzy comes to find you after she speaks to her mother through the mirror for a time.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, Fizzy would see Asher working, I'm assuming close to finishing a rifle
Mhm.
at the point, or would enough time have passed that you would say that the rifle is finished?
It should be finished at
Should
this
be
point.
finished.
You will have to knock off the cost of a +1 weapon because it is a +1 weapon.
Yeah.
Bear in mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that'll just come out of the party funds, however much that's going to be.
All right, hold on. I'll find that.
Yeah. But you would see there would be a room that looks like the bots have kind of been working on as almost like a secondary workshop for Asher. And you would see him putting it's gonna look really weird to Fizzy, and I don't even know the best way to explain it to how she would recognize it. It looks like some of the longer rifles that have been used against us. I think we've gone up against one or two people that have had like proper rifles.
Yep.
But this monstrosity just looks it's even longer, even bigger. You would see Asher with some kind of box, something you haven't seen before, putting in these round, and they look like weird metal arrows. And for those of you out of character, Asher has created sabot rounds. There's no case. It is just like a fucking artillery shell. And he's putting the last couple into this box, and you hear him on the end of a call. No, just correct. Just the standard one. I do not have enough credit for anything more than that. No, that will work. Wait. Of course, Mama. If you could get whatever you have scrambled of it together. I just need a bit more. No, remember when Granny was talking about progress. No. I don't know. I am not sure. But no, it's a bit more personal than that. He took Tana. Of course. No, I will send you. I will send you the blueprints. It's as he sets down the box with a very heavy thunk, by the way. No, it turned out well. This is the next step. No, if you have any notes, please feel free to message me. I will let you know what's how it goes. Of course. Of course. I love you too. Ah, Fizzy.
I have a lot of questions, but like I don't think you want to answer, so that's fine.
No, I'll answer any question you have.
What are you doing?
I'm making plans
For?
for putting one of these through that man's head. Well, no, not his head. I need him alive.
Oh,
Wait. But no, there is revenge that is going to happen for Tana.
that's fair.
But
I'm okay with that.
wait. But I am trying to take a moment to do it in a smart way. And I'll be honest, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the running. I'm tired of being on the back foot. And in no uncertain terms, I'm done being on the back foot. So I have these.
Scary looking.
Way. And it hits from a very long way away. So whether it is a man on the top of a mountain or progress itself thinking that he can just walk in.
So I don't need you to make that thing to call my mom anymore, because
Oh.
turns out that mirror does that.
It does. It works very well.
Yeah, I just talked to her.
Well, the boxes are just about done. So you can at least you don't have to give them to your mom. They're still for you.
Okay. Actually, I was gonna ask. I need stronger armor.
What do you need it made out of? I know you have your limitations.
I don't like metal.
No metal?
So anything that isn't metal. Like bone is fine. Leather is fine.
What about Kaitan?
About what?
Kaitan. It would be the armored carapace, the outside of something that is
Fine.
like a giant bug or something, essentially.
Work.
Or I have in the past worked with dragons, castles, so we find a couple of them.
As long as it's not
Tactically
metal.
acquire their skin, and I will make armor out of it for you.
As long as it's not metal, I'm okay with it.
Done. Do you want any specific effects?
Strong as possible,
Done.
but that's it.
All right.
I think Michelle thinks that druids can hold up to medium. Google is my
Yes.
friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, up
Wait.
to medium.
We'll come up with something. I have on the list of things that I'm almost done with. I'm almost done with a bunch of rings that you can store spells in.
Oh, that'd be good.
I technically have enough for everyone here, including Tana when we get Tana back. everyone's fingers and toes.
That's a lot.
Oui. Like I have said, I am done being on the back foot.
Fair. I think I agree with you. I mean, especially after today. We have things that we need to do, all of us.
Oui.
One of them will be getting Tana back, but also other things.
Oui.
I know.
We need to steal the moon.
We have. Yeah, we have to. We have to figure out what happened to a queen.
We already know she died.
Okay, but like, who's holding her soul? That's what we have to figure out. If we help her, who knows what happens? We can. People get really happy when you help them.
People do get very happy when you help them.
And she
I like
apparently
helping
has
people.
a lot of has a lot. Maybe she can help us with our other things.
True.
I don't know.
True.
We should find everyone else.
We should. Before we go, Fizzy,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
Shrug. Biggest shrug you've ever seen. Slow shrug. A little better after talking to my mom, but still not great. Because I still feel like I failed. I could have done more.
Asher is gonna walk up to her and grab her hand. You know, except it's more like this, looking up.
I'm only 6 inches taller than you. It's not that much of a difference.
But boy is short.
It's enough.
6 foot 5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 6 feet.
According to some men, 6 inches is a lot more than that.
It's a lot. It's significant. It is significant.
It's like what, this?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, depending on, what fish you caught that day.
That's the joke that was being made. Definitely a fish joke.
I'm trying to help.
Asher has the same energy as Izzy Hands from Our Flag Means Death, in which Izzy Hands, the actor who plays him, is like 5'9", like 6, like he's tall. But every time I see him, I'm like, he is small and little and 2 feet
Because he
tall.
works with giants.
Yeah.
Asher's surrounded by giants. It's like, Asher's 2 feet tall. What are you gonna guy?
Asher might as well be as tall as Ro, I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically the same difference.
An uppy.
Uppies. Put the boy with a literal anti-tank rifle on somebody's shoulders. What could possibly go
so I can
wrong?
aim my anti-tank rifle.
You shoot the rifle, you just go boom.
Oh fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle.
Yup. Fizzy. Have you ever heard the full story of what happened when I lost my arm? Okay. So, my younger brother, Slag, he and I were working on some new explosives. We were younger. But it was Slag. Me and him were as close as can be. He was a great younger brother, especially considering early on he was much bigger than I was. So he was able to steal much bigger quantities of the things that I needed, move them around. And did you know that Phoenix Ash, the ash from the reincarnations, makes things infinitely more explosive? It also has another property. It consumes magic. Do you know what is needed to help restore body pieces?
Magic.
Magic. Now, the original concoction that I had of this was very unstable. To the point where I put it in a canister to throw it downrange. And I'm not very strong. So I went to throw it.
Would have guessed.
No, I know this is surprising information to
Very strong.
everyone.
You have a very strong looking body.
Thank you.
Lizzie learns sarcasm.
Yeah. Asher's just kind of giving himself a little bit of an extra smile there, taking the win. I went to throw it, and it did not go very far when I released it. So it landed. And when I woke up, I felt my arm. It was in pain. But it was no longer there. I call her grandma. Gigi. But she is really my great grandma. It is. She says she prays to the Forge God. That is who she prays to. That is all the information she has given me. But it is a unique relationship. How Rizzi exists, in a way. Well, being that old, she has divine magic and has brought many people back from the dead. She's well known for it. She's well known for being able to restore the bodies of my entire family, from bad experiments. It's just a thing. When you are better and your body is able to have the strength again, you go to good grandma and go to Gigi, and she takes you down and scolds you for a while because you did something stupid. You got yourself hurt very bad. Could have done better with safety. But we are doing good things. So learn from your mistakes. And here you go. May it be a lesson to you. When you see a woman that's strong in her faith and that old, start to cry. Because her favorite grandbaby, well, it's horrifying when an arm kind of comes back and there are no bones. Not all the fingers. And then the limb starts to decay. And then you have to put the young child to sleep so you can remove whatever the fuck you brought back. I say all of that to say this. Some of the people that are the best at doing it still are unable to succeed due to things outside of their own power.
My mom said that.
She is a very wise woman. I'm glad to hear that.
I have to go back home at some point because I don't know what's happening, but it's not important right now. I have other things to do first, but at some point. I'm going to take all of you there.
Oh, I plan on coming back with you. It turns out that Termina is a drow and is underground, so...
Yeah, but he looks like a normal drow, right? Normal.
Oui, but this is not his original body.
Terrence is probably more help than I am.
I don't know where in the Underdark he is. So I'm going to need to go to both places. But more importantly, you are going to need my help with whatever the fuck it is that is going on. And
That's true. I'm definitely going to need all of
Oui.
your help. Especially you.
I want to
You're
help.
smart.
Well,
You're
thank
the
you.
smartest.
Thank you. Thank you. I take pride in it. I take great pride in it. We have a lot of smart people here, but I'm definitely the smartest.
Yes, you are. You're
Wait.
okay. I will say you do stuff that like Pitch is also really smart, and Dare's also really smart.
Wait.
But they're smart in their different way.
They
You're
are.
smart with like mechanical stuff. I can't do that.
Wait. There
Granny's
are
really
things.
smart.
Look, there are things that even I admit I would lean
I'm
on
not
them
smart.
for, but
I'm the only one who's not smart.
you are wise.
You know that.
You need people that are intelligent, but you're also in need of people who are wise. You notice things of the world and are able to clock differences that happen out in the world as it exists currently, as it not theoretically would exist, that I could not notice. Could never notice. That is wisdom. That is a relationship with the world as it exists. And that is commendable. And that is something that should be celebrated.
It's because I think different, apparently. As my mom says. She says, you think different.
You do. It takes all times. There are situations that I know that I would not be able to come up with the best possible solution. Sure, I could create a lab. I could do what the Tromana has clearly done. Create a lab, create the perfect environment where I can control the environment, and then guess what? I can solve all of the problems in that environment because I control it. But you can learn more from surrounding yourself with people from different backgrounds with different skills, and you can accomplish even more. So,
That's true.
if you know all of your people are like you and they're very wise, it could very well mean that you need somebody with a lot of mechanical intelligence to come in and solve the problem.
That's true. Also, people who read a lot and who know how to investigate things and who are good with guns and who are performers and can pick a lock really well
True.
and who
And
can
old
also-
people.
And old.
We had to come up with something for Granny. Look,
No, well, good with guns.
I'm good with guns too.
That's fair. And also, we need a rabbit.
We do. And we're going to get our rabbit back, because having a living rabbit that can break people's bones is better than rabbit stew. Even though rabbit stew is delicious. I would feel weird
know,
eating
I've
Tana, though. I thought about
No,
it.
I don't. Again, that doesn't feel right to me. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's something we should do. That's
It's-
cannibalism.
No.
It's cannibalism. No, even though you don't
it's-
think it is, it is. Tana's our friend, but you're not eating our friend.
Friends are friends, not food?
Friends are friends, not food.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
We should find everyone else.
We should.
We need to get back.
Do you, with all of your knowledge of things sort of metaphysical and stuff, do you have an idea of... Because I'm assuming because she did not come back, her soul is doing something.
Don't know. It just wasn't ready, maybe?
Maybe. That doesn't seem like Tana, though.
Maybe they needed her. I don't know. Or maybe she didn't want to come back. Which seems weird, because I feel like she would. I don't know, because it's Fae, and Fae is different.
Always. It's
So I
never...
think it's-
It is never what you think it is.
So I think it's part of it, honestly.
There are always the two constants with the Fae. It is chaos, always chaos. Also, to the letter of whatever the contract is. If it can fit the definition, it is what it is. It is not the spirit of the deal, it is the letter of the deal.
Yeah.
So,
Is that all that stuff is stuff that's kind of... It's a lot.
it is a lot. I cannot believe I'm saying this.
What are you saying?
We might need to have Granny ask the gods some questions.
God's question?
Because the divine people, they
I
can...
can do that. I can ask nature. Nature might be able to answer things for you.
Nature might. Can we try nature first, please?
Yes, we can try
Dang.
nature first. Michelle has... Vizzy has fucking divination, bro.
Right.
Granny doesn't have.
Let's start with those.
Yeah, I can nut today because I need to sleep.
I'm
We all
currently...
need to sleep.
I declared war on that god today.
Not the only one.
Wait.
If that makes you feel better. Because I am right there with you.
A god considers me competition.
I think you need to prove him wrong. You're not competition. You're the winner.
Wait, I am just better.
You need to show them that. I don't know how you do that with a god, but
I got to this mirror before he did.
I'll be honest, I don't really have a concept of the whole god thing. Not really
They're
area
So here's the thing with gods. It's very simple. They're just really strong jerks.
That sounds right.
That's it. Sure, they can do a lot of cool stuff. Oh, look at me. I can make things appear. Guess what? And Asher literally just makes a bot appear on his hand. Oh, look, I can do the same thing. Oh, look at me. I am a god now. Oh, very cool. It's not that impressive. He's going around. Look, he had to find a physical object so that way he could do a thing. What? And I'm supposed to be impressed? No, you're just a big jerk that killed my friend because you're a big mean jerk.
You jerks.
And now I'm going to put a really
You
big...
killed my friend
Exactly.
because he wanted a thing.
Exactly.
If gods are all powerful, why did he need the thing?
Exactly. He is not all powerful. He's just a big jerk.
He's just a guy.
And I'm going to remove part of his pelvis from his body with a big chunk of metal and then laugh.
Cool.
Wait. That is the plan. How we're going to get there, I have not put the time into that yet. We're
figure that.
focusing on the family what we have here and getting our rabbit back.
Yes. So let's
Wait.
get everybody. We do need to get back to the cart. We do
We-
have stuff that we have to do.
We have a lot of work to do. But I'm good at work. I'm good at
If
work.
we can figure out the situation with the queen, maybe we can get some help that way.
In my personal opinion, I would prefer to see if we can get Tana back first.
Okay.
The queen is literally not going anywhere.
Okay. We
She,
can do that too. But
There- We're-
but I will point out
Mhm.
a thing.
Okay.
If we get the queen back,
Mm-hmm.
she might know somebody that can help us with Tana.
Wait. Sorry, I've been very focused on the initial. I'm literally already setting out to fight the god. They're both dead. Wait. What if we can go to the place beyond this where all of them are, and we can find both of them in one trip, and then bring them both back?
Okay,
Simplify the whole operation.
Okay, no, that's actually complicating it because that is very hard to travel to.
But
Can you make Colin quit writing sticky notes, Jace?
I think I know a way to do this.
Okay, no.
So
okay,
if the mirror, we already have the mirror. We already have the mirror.
Okay.
Just give me a couple of days. I think I can find a way to split the difference in the actual time. If it's compressing space, we can slip out in between.
Asher, you're making things needlessly complicated. No, you're making it complicated.
Can you bring us to that place?
I bring you to the place because that is not on the same. I can't even do it in general because I can only do.
Okay.
I can't do any sort of plane jumping yet.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll be able to. When I'm more powerful, I will be able to. But that is something way beyond my level of power.
Right.
So, yes, maybe we can use the mirror to go there, but how about coming back is the problem. Again, we can try and find Tana. We can try and get some help for Tana.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, in observing, because you said I noticed the world as it is.
Right?
I've noticed
Mm-hmm.
a queen is very powerful, correct? In terms of like
For simplicity's sake, wait.
I understand. It's very powerful. Because it seems like everybody's trying to take her place. Generally, if someone's trying to take your place, if there's a bunch of different people trying to take your place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to be you or be in your spot.
Mm-hmm.
That means you have a lot of power. Correct?
Oui.
So, if we bring her back or whatever, or we figure out what happened there,
Mm-hmm.
and we stop all those people from getting in her spot, and we somehow bring her back. If we bring her back, or whatever, or we figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be people who are very happy with what we did. There's going to be people who are upset, obviously, because it's obviously. If there's people who are happy with what we don't care about the people who are upset.
I have a bigger gun. What are they going to do?
Exactly. But if the people who are very happy, if we can figure out how to bring her back, and if they know how to bring her back, they will also know how to bring Tana back, right?
They would.
So if we can find people to bring back the queen or whatever, or someone knows how to bring back the queen,
Mm-hmm.
they can also know how to bring back Tana. And if we help them bring back the queen, they'll be so thankful that they'll bring back Tana for us too.
True. We could do
Right?
that.
So
It is.
that's why
It is definitely a way that we can accomplish this.
And and if we figure out that whole problem, we can figure out all the other stuff that's happening here too, right? And then we solve many problems with one solution.
That is a route that we could go.
And it seems like not the easiest route, but it seems like not the simplest, but it seems like the one that is like the straightest route. As opposed to the going to a different plane that we don't know how to get there to. So making it complicated to do, you know what I mean? As much as I would love to do that, because it sounds really cool. Don't get me wrong.
Awesome.
That sounds awesome.
It'd
It
be
sounds
like
awesome.
the coolest thing ever.
It would, but I am not strong enough to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not strong enough to do that, if we get stuck there, there's no way out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to risk that for us, right? Because we're already down one person. So maybe we figure out the queen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we bring back Tana. And then we start doing stuff for Darius. because we gotta find out what happened with the changelings, because that also helps us with the changelings. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, I don't remember how, but apparently it does, because it's very complicated.
It's all connected.
It's all connected, right?
I know Fitz has a whole board where he is tracking the whole thing, and there's red string and all of
Darius,
that.
actually.
Oh, it's Darius that has the board, right?
Darius's room. But like it all connects back to the queen, and the queen. If somehow they can bring back the queen from the dead, and the queen has been dead a lot longer than Tana, they can definitely bring back Tana. And since if we're helping them bring back the queen, they're gonna help us with Tana.
Sounds perfectly logical to me. Look at you.
So I think that's what we do.
See? There you go.
Okay,
You don't
let's
need,
go find
you
the
don't
rest
even
of the
need
group.
intelligence. You just need the wise person to come up with
I
these
mean,
ideas.
I just.
See? There you go.
It just makes sense to me. I don't know. But let's go
Please
find everybody else. I know Kaz is still feeling very sad, which, I mean, we're all feeling sad, but I get where Kaz is really sad because that
Wait.
Tana's like.
Well, of
best
course.
friend.
Kaz is
She
going.
loves-
Kaz is going to need time.
Yeah. And if she wants to take time, that's fine.
She does, but
We-
I may again not be the most wise of people, but we can give her a direction.
Bringing back Kana, yeah, I think
Oui.
I agree with that. All right, let's go find everyone.
Let's go.
Hey, Connor, should we take a break now?
One quick second. Darius,
Okay.
Yeah.
you have been left alone in the room with Tana's body.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
You already know what I'm doing. Loose.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
What would it cost?
I'll get back to you on that. And with a puff of smoke and the smell of sulfur, Luce will disappear.
Quit glaring at me.
No.
Jill, bop her upside the head, please.
I literally DM'd Connor because I was like, if Darius does something stupid, Fitz is gonna rush in there even if I'm in the bathroom when it happens. I put a failsafe into effect.
This is not something.
All I
that
said was,
cops
what
can
does it
fix.
cost?
That's not something that probably.
Considering we already have
Fix.
another plan, maybe you hold off on that.
We are.
I'm
You
saying-
don't know I'm doing it. None of
I
you know what
know.
the fuck I'm doing.
I know. I'm saying.
But
We'll be
don't
back in
have
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're back.
All of you have had your own moments to mourn or discuss amongst yourselves. I'm assuming you guys are going to move Tana's body somewhere back into the cart.
Put it in
Okay.
the fridge.
Okay.
For later.
Maybe
I
we
mean,
don't put it there.
Put her on ice.
that's where we store food, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stew, baby.
I have not made enough rabbit
Um,
stew jokes yet. I need to keep making them.
I think it's
additionally, you guys are then going to also, I'm assuming, bring the mirror into the cart as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, this all happened on your travels between the initial fight back at that rundown homestead and Hargrack. So you guys do still have some time to yourselves to rest and do what have you, because it is a 24-hour trip. Yes.
I'm experimenting with that mirror, baby.
Okay. Okay. I'm assuming quite a few of you are going to want to play with the mirror.
Well, the first thing we need to test is the teleporting thing. So
Yeah, that's
probably get one of us to go into another room, contact us, see what it looks like.
Hi, baby. Oh, you look so cute.
Sharp pointy.
Okay. So who would be doing this out of curiosity?
Granny would definitely be there to help. Yeah.
so the three of us. I assume Kaz is in her room.
Unfortunately, I am drinking right now.
Fair enough.
Whoever is going to do it, go to someplace outside the cart, please.
Oh,
If we're
okay.
breaking, we don't want to break space-time in a pocket dimension, because I do not know
Oh.
what's going to happen, and I do not want to find out the hard way.
That's fair.
I'm gonna. Can I just make a point of saying that Fizzy's probably hanging out in Asher's or Asher's working?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just kind of hanging out in there. She's not doing anything.
Fine.
Maybe she's like, yeah, she's just watching, relaxing.
Okay. So, who is going to be stepping out of the cart? There's a little platform on the outside of it, so it's no big deal.
Or you can just go to the. One of us can stay in the tower.
That's also true.
That'd probably be easiest. You're making biscuits on my hand.
Darius will stay in the tower.
Darius and Fitz. Nope. Fitz and Granny. I apologize. You
Wrong
two
old
set up the
woman.
mirror in a new spare room in the actual cart itself. And one of you will speak Darius's name out loud. And you will see that Darius will appear in the mirror. Darius, from your perspective, you are seeing what looks like you'd say probably like a 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot circular portal of a sort is the best way of describing it. And there you can see your companions. Actually, it would probably be larger than 2.5 by 2.5 because it's the size of the mirror. So you could see like the mirror-sized portal appearing with your friends standing behind it.
I'm gonna try to step through it.
So from the perspective of Fitz and Granny, you watch as Darius tries to walk into the portal, and you will see that they kind of start to clip through the, like their body is clipping through the mirror. It is not coming out to your side, and Darius, you're not walking through it into it. You're walking through it. It is like mist to you. But you'll see that where like the cross sections of her arm or hand or body would be, where it's passing through, it starts to look like a regular mirror again.
So it's a one-way trip.
So it would seem.
Useful for getting somewhere in a jiffy, but you better have return plans.
Fitz is gonna try to stick his arm through the mirror. Just his arm, not his whole body.
Okay. You try and put your arm through the mirror. You can feel that the mirror has a slight pull to it, and you can feel you cannot bring your arm back out.
I may have made a mistake. I have to go through now.
All right, bye.
Fitz started down the water slide.
It caught in the undertow.
So, for your reference, everybody, you cannot just stick a limb through to grab something and then pull it back. If you're going through, you're going through.
That's what I was testing. Is it, can I just take this?
So we can't
Yep.
use it for thievery.
We can't use it to rob banks. This sucks.
Have you guys tried throwing objects in? You know?
Oh yeah, when Fitz went through, is the portal still up?
Yep.
Can Fitz come back?
Nope.
Okay.
Fitz and attempting to walk back through, same thing happens as when Darius walked into it.
To test the theory that Kaz just asked about, Darius is gonna pick up like a piece of debris that's in the room and yeet it at the
Do you want
Missed.
me to throw something at you? Come on.
Darius,
Yeah.
you attempt to throw something through your side and it does not go through. It just phases through the mirror like it's mist, like it's a hologram. Is the best way
so
to
it's
describe it.
any object, not just people that won't.
I take like I don't know, like a notebook or something, like a pillow from the couch and try to toss it through. Like a
You attempt to throw the pillow through the mirror, and you will see that it does go through the mirror and land on the other side. and then it very swiftly vanishes, and as it is not a real pillow. It's something that was made in Asher's actual original space.
Whoa, it disintegrates
the
on.
mirror.
Oh, right, that's right.
And then Granny, you will hear from the living room area as a pillow lands on the sofa.
Maybe I should have tried something else, but it worked.
It starts disintegrating right in front of you.
No.
And then you hear,
Dark, I don't feel so good.
and then you hear a plop as you land on the couch too.
I've been fake the whole
I'm sorry.
time.
I'm sorry. Every time I laugh, Bean's ears go
You've
back. and
been
she goes,
there the whole time. So,
the whole time. Sharpie.
Becca.
She's lying right there.
What other experiments could we do?
I mean, those are the big boys.
Kinda did them all in one go.
Yeah, I mean that really solves the major questions we had, which was like, one, if we use it to basically spy on someone, are they a threat to us? The answer is no, because they can't.
They can
get
see
through.
it though.
Well, yes, they can see it, so it wouldn't be like the best spying.
We
thing,
can just call bad guys and flip them off.
Oh, you could do it to Zandy.
Do you have a
Come
fly
back.
in there?
Yes.
Are you trying to stab it?
That is like the least efficient way to get it.
I like the idea of calling bad guys and showing them our asses. Mooning them. They're like, ha, stupid.
So there is one other thing I will point out. I very specifically said when describing the effects of the mirror that it does not have a limitation on what you can or cannot scry upon or view.
What about dead bodies?
What about lock boxes?
Oh.
Lock
Those are
boxes?
They're lead boxes, right? that
Yeah, but the
lock
box
them.
itself is not.
But the
You could-
boxes themselves.
You can I'll put it this way. You can absolutely view a lead box. You cannot view inside it, but you can view the box.
So could we say? I think I know where you're going. View one of those like missing boxes with the vampire parts.
Show me the vampire part.
Show me
the vampire.
first. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Show me the box that has the vampire dick in it.
What's in the box?
I'm so sorry.
And then after that, we should test the dead body. Because if we can see the queen's dead body,
Oh yeah,
we can know.
No, that would be a bad idea to do it on impulse. We should be prepared.
Let's look at the queen's body and we all jump through.
So
I mean,
it's
the
more like,
easiest
let's look
test
at the
would be-
queen's body, and then there's like bad guys on the other side being like, "Hey, don't I know
Hey.
you from somewhere?"
Who are you?
Probably the easiest test would be to look at Tana's dead body.
We do that. Just think of a guy we killed one time.
Speaking of,
Wait, we should probably scry on the fucking doctor man.
Oh yeah,
Shay?
let's
Oh, wait.
contact Shay.
we could scry on Roy to make sure he's actually buried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real, Roy.
Show me. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll scry on Roy, and we'll scry on Shay.
We'll all
And then-
group back up on one side of
Well,
the
yeah. Darius and Fitz could rejoin us.
We should hang the mirror above the mantle
Hi.
in our little living
I'm sorry,
room.
I'm too noisy
Like
for
a
you.
TV. So we can sit on the couch and watch scrying.
This is so bad on camera.
It is.
It's really red on here.
Uh-oh.
It's like an orange, really.
Okay. So, with Becca having some small feline issues.
Do you realize she's just gonna keep doing that if you guys let her?
Yeah, let her.
I know, but it's cute.
What's the point? She's a
It's
baby.
only causing
Let her-
problems.
No, it's fine. She's just a baby. She doesn't know any better.
Hey guys, one
It's gonna
second,
be 1
please.
minute.
Okay. Oh, you're okay.
One Mississippi.
I think he's trying to.
What is he doing?
30 filthy
I-
left.
That was.
I assumed he's trying to kill the fly.
It's vacuuming the
With
fly.
A staple gun? Oh no, the vacuum.
I wouldn't have doubted a staple gun. I wouldn't
wouldn't
have
Feels
done it
really
either.
dangerous though. Somehow feels even less
Don't put it
efficient than
past
trying
him.
to stab it out of the air.
Yeah. They make these things. It's a really modern invention.
Hot
Good.
water?
Flies.
Water swatter?
The problem is it's on my fucking monitor. I can't do that.
If you can't fly swat your monitor, get a sturdier monitor.
Also,
It's an
maybe you're
LCD
hitting
screen.
way too hard.
Get a sturdier monitor.
I'm too shrunk. Also, I just vacuumed it. It's gone.
I'm not in this conversation.
So, who are you going to try and reach out to
Hoist.
first? Hoist.
Which guy's going to?
Roy. I would have scry on Roy. I don't
Show
trust that
me,
bitch to stay dead.
Okay.
The mirror's gonna pop up and he's gonna go. I'm dead.
Ooh,
I love the dramatic.
that's my trick. I'm not actually dead.
All right, Pegasus.
Oh, Yuki boy. Okay. That is a very interesting idea. Let me change this music. It's too pleasant.
What?
Don't like that.
I have news.
It's huh?
Colleen Ballinger's trying to come back to YouTube. She posted a
Gross.
vlog today.
Isn't she the one that she wrote a song that was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not a creep, I'm just stupid.
What a cunt.
She's trying to
then
come back to YouTube.
Did what we all thought she was gonna do, which was do copyright strikes on people who reacted to her bullshit. Anyway, so we're contacting Roy.
Yep. You reach out to Roy and you will see because Darius and Fitz, are you guys in the room yet or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have.
I would have waited
pick
for
back
him to
up.
come
Okay.
back.
So you three reach out to Roy Rufino Roberto Rodriguez and try to see him. And you will see a mirror that bisects and shows two things. One, it shows a decomposing body inside of a coffin. And two, it shows a man that looks very much like Roy. He is currently scratching his chin and appears to be on the streets of some kind of a city of a sort. You can see that nearby that there are a few much larger beings that are nearby carrying spears and halberds, all of whom look to be fairly fiendish in appearance. Kind of slate-colored skin.
He's in hell.
Slate-colored skin, in some cases dull reds, horns, tails. And you can see that he appears to be conversing with them, and is kind of like nodding and talking amongst himself. And then he will notice the portal, and then the fiends will notice the portal.
Hi.
Hello. You were the people at my party.
Yeah, not important.
Yeah.
Did you know what was in the box?
Are you in hell right now?
Danny, not important.
I think this
Prioritize.
Who are those guys? Hello.
Boys, do I need to talk to them, or can we keep going with our day?
What are you
And
doing?
the fiends are gonna shrug, shake their heads, and say, "No, you don't really need to talk to them." Right. I'm gonna go, and he's gonna turn and start walking away from the portal.
Wait.
That
wait,
You are a shitty person in life as much as you are in death. Good to know.
Yes, I appreciate your judgment. It's so nice. Yeah, I don't really need to spend my time with you. I'm working with people here. I've got things to do.
Guess
You're-
you won't take a message back to your daughter then. You know, offer you a chance to talk to her, but you got things to do. That's understandable. Parents always too busy for their children.
I'm not gonna have the opportunity to speak to my daughter be held hostage against me.
No, it's
All
fine.
right.
I am a nice person. I'm genuinely offering. Ask these two. These ones? Well, this one. She's mean. I'm very kind.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely would hold it hostage.
If you have anything
Fitz
you'd
is
like
a
to
good
say to her,
lad.
Right. Yeah, look, I've got nothing to say about the whole box situation. Thanks.
rude, understandable.
Mentioned she got held hostage because of it.
Yeah, I know. We're getting there,
Well.
trust me. I've already thought of that.
It's like, shame you don't, because that knowledge could have helped her.
In what way?
Do you think she'll go to hell when she gets killed?
No, I think she's
Oh,
quite
she's-
nice.
She seems really sweet. But
She's in a
the
hostage
family
situation
certainly
right
thought
now.
she had something to do about it.
They don't know anything about it. The family doesn't know anything about it. They don't know what they're doing.
I know what they're doing, which is keeping your daughter hostage in her own home.
She's not dead. She'll be okay. She's a tough girl.
Hopefully it stays that way.
I mean, we are
confident
trying
it
to
will.
help her, but
We are.
Yeah, that's why
There's
I'm
a lot-
confident it will.
it's heartening that you have faith in us.
I don't.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that was a lot of emotions I felt.
I
very-
know
And
enough.
that's why you're working with Pete's.
I know enough about people like you to know that you're not going to let some girl just get hurt on your own. No matter how much
mean,
you
I
don't
would.
like me.
I
Okay,
mainly am
don't
only
consider
doing it for
Darius
Asher.
at all. when you
Exactly.
say-
I'm not considering her opinion here because the thing is, you people wouldn't work with her if that was going to happen. Am I right or am I right?
At the point of life I'm at, yeah.
Cowards.
I like to be nice. It's sort of like the whole thing I've got going on.
I spent a long time being mean.
This is why we can't blackmail people.
It's mean. It's rude. You can't just hold information about people's head forever.
But you, okay,
Yes, you
but you
can.
are dead, right? Like, you're dead?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
dead. Look at this color of the sky. I'm talking with two devils. Yes,
I don't know, maybe
I'm
you
dead.
figured it out.
You could have just been in a strange bar.
We've seen some really
A
weird shit
strange
since that party,
bar.
so
I don't frequent bars.
I just had to make sure. Weird shit's been happening ever since that party. Mostly to us.
Yeah. That's sort of a catalyst of everything happening all the time.
Yeah. I'm sorry about your death, though, even if you were a bit of an asshole in life.
I'm not.
I only feel bad
Don't
that you
listen
died
to her.
because of your daughter. I heard you're not a very good man, but
We're
she's
getting to
very-
blackmail and
sounded-
judge for this. This is great.
You sound like you might not have been a great man, but you sound like you were a good father, and she misses you.
Of those two things, only one of those is important.
The great father part?
Yes.
Good answer!
Well, I think being a good person's also important, but
I
that's
would
a little,
much
it's a
rather be a
little
good
late for
father.
that now.
I would much rather be a good father than a good parent. No,
Ideally, you're
Wha- Wait,
good person.
hold on.
You know what I mean.
It must start with P.
Y'all are cowards.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Well, this was a test anyway, so bye.
See you
Shut
later.
it down, shut it down.
Gritty hits crouch. Just disappears out of frame.
Okay. Mirror returns to being a regular old mirror.
Y'all are cowards.
Why?
We were
could've
talking to a
blackmailed
dead
them.
man. He's got nothing to. There's nothing to hold over him. He's already
I just-
dead.
There's so much we can hold over him.
We probably could have
I'm
got
not
more
gonna
information out of the
hold-
rotting corpse on the other side of the screen.
Yeah,
willing
that was
he
not
was.
a nice viewing experience.
Just kind of holding a hand up and covering one side of the mirror.
Me when I watched The Dark Knight.
I will say just for the point of pointing this out to you guys, you actually do have a little bit more control over it. So once you find that, oh, I want to talk to this one, I don't need to look at this. You can basically just say, you can make a gesture to the mirror and select that screen instead.
Okay.
By the way,
can
after that
swing
call,
it.
Darius is just gonna say in the earpiece, Asher, are you sure the goody two shoes are the ones we want to be with? Are you sure?
I can hear you. You're still right. You didn't move away.
That's the point, Granny.
That's very rude. You're very mean.
They have their uses.
They don't want to blackmail a dead man.
Which dead man?
Point.
Your former? Still? I don't know, your relationship with her is kind of funky right now. Future father-in-law.
Ah.
Turns out this mirror can talk with the dead.
Oh, that's good.
If their spirit's accessible anyway.
It's good to know. Yeah.
Wouldn't let me blackmail him.
Nah, he was useless in life. I expect he'd be useless in death.
It's fair.
I mean, I could use him as target practice at some point, I'm sure.
Well, we found his corpse, so he is for sure dead, guys.
You could probably shoot your gun through the mirror.
Oh.
Objects went through.
Probably could.
You could probably shoot them.
Assassination.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That would be the most brutal.
What?
that
They
would
can't
work,
get through. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They can't do
So
shit.
crazy.
Hey,
Be
hey,
like,
do you know how we need that? Do you know how we need that one guy killed by Salvac?
Grab a sniper rifle, open up a mirror, take him out, close the mirror, no evidence.
the perfect crime. Oh my
Get in.
god.
Smells like magic mirror.
Good luck proving it.
You'd have to use a normal, like, gun bullet, because, like, otherwise the casings could be tracked back to you. But
It's
But
an
you'd
option.
also have to
It's a
prove
good
that
thing
somehow
we are
we were
not-
over there. You know what I mean?
We even
Oh my
say it's a
God.
good thing we're not bad people.
I was gonna say it's a
Are you
good thing
good
we're not an
people?
evil party. Not that we're not.
I don't know.
Do you think you can cast spells through it? Could you send an Eldritch Blast through the mirror?
Probably.
Open it to a room in the tower and try it, or to just outside.
Yeah. This will just open it to like a wall in the tower.
Okay. So you select a location, and yes, you can also use locations, just to make it clear.
Oh.
Two birds, one
Uh,
stone.
Will
Yep.
fire off a little Eldritch Blast.
It goes straight through the mirror, straight into the other room, and crashes into the wall.
Yeah! Alright!
Assassin.
This is good, this is good.
All right. Shall we check? Shall we call Shay now?
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
probably
probably.
see Shay's alive. Our good friend Shay.
That we haven't seen in.
We could pass him some food through the mirror if he needs it.
Are you cold? Well, no, not all the food in here, isn't it? Like,
I'm sure we have some that's
No,
real.
there's some real food.
I think Kaz still has that wheel of cheese.
Shay,
Or
do
maybe
you
she's
want
eating it right now.
I need to.
Oh
I
yeah,
need-
depression cheese eating.
I needed to note one thing, Asher. As you were digging through your backpack, looking at some stuff that you had, trying to find the tools that you needed for making that rifle, you found a very badly rotten rasher of bacon, which is, as of now, has become gray
God.
and stinks.
I think it's become sentient.
It's growing life.
That's
Probably
right.
poison someone with
Oh,
it.
well.
You notice it in your inventory, and it has not been touched, so
Nope.
it is not good anymore. May want to throw that away.
Probably at some point, yeah.
You guys call upon Shay, the half-orc doctor that you met back at the party, and you will see an image of what appears to be a half-orc man sitting in front of a fire of a sort, You see that he has what looks to be almost like a mattress or a bedroll that he has laid out for himself. And it appears he's been in this area for quite a while. There are numerous bottles, some of which are empty and have been lined up for later use. Some are still full. There's a barrel, several crates. It looks like he has made some kind of a cave his home. He also looks to be a little scruffier, although not terribly. And he will look up at the portal and go, "Oh, it's you all."
Oh, good,
Hi,
you're
you-
alive.
Realized we
Yes.
hadn't checked on you in a while.
Yeah. So, what's going on?
Well,
So
I
what?
I don't know if the family's still at the house. 'Cause I mean, we started dealing with it. We're in a kind of a waiting period now, but we never did. Did we ever find out why you might have some trouble with the family?
I certainly didn't tell you. No.
Would you like to?
Would you like to?
I'm a black market doctor on the side. So you must understand that there are some situations where you will do work and things will go poorly. Unfortunately, I had one of their men die on me. It was not my fault, but in their eyes, I was the one working on him. I should have saved him. I owe them a due of that man's life. I am still working it off. Although, in all honesty, I have no want to actually keep working with them.
That's certainly fair. Well, it's good that you're keeping safe.
Music is a bit much. Hold on. Yes, well, if you can manage to get me out of here, that would be great. Because in all honesty, I don't like this place. And I don't feel comfortable going out because they're probably still looking for me.
How good are you at traveling in the woods?
I'm fine at traveling in the woods, but they're also pretty fine at tracking people. Just
They
as a fair
haven't
warning.
They haven't found you there. Why?
Well, going into a cave is not necessarily the brightest of ideas. I hid my tracks well enough, I think. But go into a cave and there might be something else in there waiting for you. And in this case, I think there is something in here.
Is it a dragon?
You've been there
No.
for like a couple of weeks now, I think.
Yes, and that's what concerns me. Something's in here, but it's not attacking me outright. So it's not a bear, it's not an animal, it's not some kind of a beast. It's watching me. Which means it's smart. You see why
Uh-huh.
I'm uncomfortable?
Yeah.
But I'm still not safe enough to go outside.
I mean, we can't check in with Maya and see if the family's still hanging out at her house. Possibly. Because if they're gone, then they're probably gone from the city. Because I think they were more concerned with, well, us.
Well, do what you can. And if possible, please get me out of here.
We got a lot on our plate, but we will do our best. There's a lot going on. There's so much. But at worst, we can maybe come up to the cave and investigate a little bit.
That wouldn't be bad. If that's the case, I could at least hitch a ride with you.
We did have a homeless man in our cart for quite a while.
He lives in our tower now.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
a little bit more
fair.
useful than a homeless man. I am a
I
doctor.
don't know. He
Hey, he's quite
He was in the
useful.
army, I think.
tower.
Very kind.
And now he's a cleaner. We pay him.
Well-
Feels much better about people now because we gave him a dog. Sweet dog. So,
Well, it's good to hear that he's ex-military. That means he's probably good with the weapon. But no,
Oh, yeah.
I mean that I'm a doctor. I can fix people
I
if they get
know, I
hurt.
know.
That's what Fizzy's for.
Well, it would still be very useful. It would. Are you hungry, baby?
You're welcome, Michelle. I got you.
But, anyways, I can attempt to make my way to whatever cave or whatever wherever you want, if you think that's the right decision. Bear in mind, if they are looking for me, it may not go well.
as uncomfortable as it is, weirdly enough, say you're probably safer in your cave with whatever's watching you.
I mean, if it hasn't done anything in a couple
not-
weeks, it's clearly waiting on something.
Yeah,
Or it's toying with you.
but it's not really doing
Why would you
it's like
toy
just
with something
watching.
for weeks?
None of my stuff has been touched. It's not toying with me. It's not messing with me, but it is around. I can feel it.
I would say, have you tried making friends with it? But I understand you're alone, and that would be very scary. So,
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter.
yeah,
Don't do that.
no, I wouldn't
That's
expect
fair.
it. We're kind of trying to solve some murder or two up here. But as soon as we're able, we can try to come down and help figure out what's going on.
That'd be
we'll keep in
appreciated.
touch. We got this mirror now. We can contact you anytime. And we don't have to use the sending spell, so we can talk at length. I mean, we could now.
Worst case scenario, we all stand in front of the mirror, call you, you lower the thing to just in front of this rectangle,
And we assassinate.
and we unload on it. We just really
This
take it to
this
terms.
mirror is it's a one-way trip, so we can come to you, but we can't get back out.
Do you need any like food or
If you need like a book or something, you
a
know.
book?
I would be fine with books. I'm doing well enough on food. I have enough rations.
Unfortunately, all
Dano
I got
sleeps
is
alone.
bodice rippers, so
Deo leaves the room and returns with an armful of books.
there you go.
Thank you.
They're all from the same author. And they're
Oh
all
no,
signed.
is that your spouse's books?
Some of them.
Oh.
She has multiple copies of their books. She gets a copy of each one that's printed. These are not the first editions. And she'll just gently push them all through the portal.
As you like gently push it towards it, once the lip of the books actually touches it, it just kind of gets pulled in all the way.
That is
And
so
that's why I
weird.
didn't give you the first editions, because I knew the Nero would be fucking weird about it. You're so cute.
Poor teeny.
Little
You're gonna
dumb
live with me
baby.
someday.
She's a baby.
Are you ready for that?
Jess, take the risk. Put your face on her belly and just rub your face in it.
I'm allergic to cats.
So am I.
She
The last time I did that to Toby, I had to go take a shower. And I take allergy
I got
medicine.
the shit slapped out of me. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, Darius just gives him the books.
This'll do. Look, I can wait. It's not a rush. But still, I don't know if it's eventually going to do something. I'm more than a little bit anxious around here.
We'll do our best.
Thank you. And anything else you need to say to him? Remember, he can't end it from his side.
This is psychological warfare. We don't end the call. Now there's more people just watching you.
Ugh.
Just get some sort of kink thing.
No. It's not some sort of kink thing. It's a psychological torture.
Okay.
If none of you
Okay,
have
also-
anything else to say,
I got nothing.
we'll end the call.
No.
Okay. The mirror returns to a normal mirror.
Fitz will go on the earpiece and go, we're sort of making important mirror calls if anyone has anyone they'd like to talk to. Just talk to Shay. He's alive. That's great. Just, any ideas or... Just here.
Call the queen.
That's...
Call the queen.
I mean, we did just talk to the dead man.
Yeah.
She is chained up, but it's still
What
worth
if
a shot.
we should do it, but we should focus on the queen's spirit, or like her, like...
Well, it'll
Yeah,
probably
just
show
her.
us both.
I will point out,
because-
focusing on her body
I-
will help us figure out where it is.
Well, we know where it is. It's in her room.
Yeah, it's
in the
supposed to be.
palace. But
Also-
my fear is what Becca mentioned earlier. I think it was Becca, or you just wanted
Becca.
to. If we scry on the queen's body in her bedroom and there's like a bad guy there,
Oh, that's true.
he's
So
gonna be
focus
like,
on the
"Hey,
zombie.
what the fuck is that?"
Let's just focus on.
Also,
Let's
If
just
you do
focus
that,
on this guy.
you'll find the bad guy. I just freshly spawned in there, T-posing, waiting for me to actually code in his AI.
Wait,
I just-
like,
I
He's
will
missing
say,
textures.
we do have to discuss what we're doing, by the way. Because we don't know what we're doing after this.
Let's talk to the queen and then we can discuss. That's always.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. I'm
Any-
gonna hang
anyone
out.
wanna-
You tell me what they say. She says, I'm hanging out in Atra's workspace.
Okay.
Okay, don't get exploded.
Okay.
Okay. So, you look to speak with the queen's spirit.
Beam.
Okay. As you do so, you will get just a faint flicker of the form of the dwarven queen, very briefly. It looks a lot like a bad TV signal is the best way of describing it. It's kind of flickering in and out, reappearing and disappearing. And then you'll see that it vanishes completely, and you instead start to see this almost like a fractal-like image of these crystalline forms that begin to grow and spread and just kind of twist in on themselves endlessly. And then you see that it pulls back a little bit more, and you're looking at a gemstone.
She's in a gem.
Looks
Sultans.
like a decent chunk of amethyst, about yay big.
From what I
That's
remember
huge.
reading about, they're used to trade amongst those who keep souls.
It could be. Or that's just what they're using to store her soul in while they do something.
Hey, Tana,
Uh,
was it an uncut amethyst or was it like?
or
It's
was it, like, circumcised?
it is. It has been cut. It is unfaceted. So it's still like a very rough gem, but like there's no stone still on it.
It's been like polished. Or is
Slightly.
it just yeah?
One thing I will note, because it would be a little bit relevant, you're looking at almost like a full mirror scale image of the gem, which means that the portal that is over there is to scale.
So little.
Yes.
And it's just like, so can we see that? Because we shouldn't have this open for very long, but does it appear to be sitting like on a table or like on someone's?
Sitting loosely on a table.
Is it lit or is it dark?
It has a dull glow to it.
Like the room.
Oh, the room. It is currently dark.
Okay. We'll dismiss the image.
Okay.
Because I don't.
Yeah,
In
when
case
they
someone's like
dismiss-
looking.
I know we talked about not doing this because of the big bad. Anyone could see it. The best place to keep it is close to the person who's doing it. So whoever this is, that desk is probably the person who did it to her.
I was gonna say, could you see anything else about the room? But you guys already closed the thing, so.
I don't know if there's a way to like zoom out or something.
Yeah,
There is no-
actually you hit you scroll out the mouse wheel.
If you take your hands,
You
and
take your hands and you go.
pinch, and you
Yeah,
pinch
you
them,
pinch.
There is no
That
zoom and
pinches
enhance
out,
option
and
for the
you
mirror.
zoom
Actually zoom out, not zoom in, so
Either way, we probably still wouldn't have wanted to do that.
I mean, this brings into question the capabilities of the mirror. If we say, like, the room where the queen's soul is stored, like, because that's a location,
it is a very specific location too.
specific location. However, that again raises the issue of, hey, what if the big bad is sitting behind a desk and he's like, hey, how the fuck do you do that? Who are you?
I have an idea that's really stupid.
Okay.
Let's do that, but the other two of us are off to the side, and one of us is watching it with invisibility cast on ourselves. So we are invisible as we look through the mirror.
Yeah, it could
I
work.
like it. I like it. Yeah.
Because I've got one shot of it right now.
As long as it'll be recharged for when we sneak into the palace.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine by then, because I still gotta sleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why don't you do that then?
Okay.
Yeah, we will shuffle
You are
off.
the investigator.
Investigator.
I'm not gonna make it come up until like the second I say the name of the location.
Invisible.
Invisible.
Can you hand me the mini gummy worms? You're not gonna go gummy bears when you get a chance.
Yeah, the gummy bears. Are these the mini ones?
Yes.
So, bringing in invincibility and then immediately speaking the location into mind, you'll see that the room comes into view. You're looking at a very nice, well-made study of a sort. You can see that there is a nice, well-polished oak desk. On it, you can see a large, unworked amethyst sitting on it, with glowing dimly. You can see paperwork, an inkwell, what appears to be a very nice, fancy fountain pen sitting nearby. You can also see that there are a few other things present in this room. There is what looks to be electric lights that have been left off with a small switch to the side, as well as several filing cabinets that appear to be currently closed. You will note that there is what appears to be conversation from somewhere else in the house, as this door is open. It is not closed. And you will note, as you watch for longer and longer, that there do appear to be footsteps coming nearby.
Is the mirror location in an obvious place?
Somewhat obvious, certainly.
I can see everything in this room, correct?
Yes.
Which means logically I can see a place where he would not, or she would not, or they would not be able to see me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it and make myself pop up in the location that would be you'd have to look for.
So you're gonna be like the corner furthest from the door in the room where the
Whatever.
Queen Soul is snapped. Yeah, I get it. That's very clever. I know what you're going for, so it's very clever. You do so, and you will hear footsteps walking past the door, and then walking away further down the hall. And you can hear that they're very slow, even steps, and then you hear them stop somewhere in the hall. And then you'll hear, after a few minutes of watching, depending on how long you want to wait, of course.
I have an hour of this.
Okay. Yeah, after a few minutes of watching, you'll hear that they turn and they start walking back down the hall a different way. And you can see the back of what appears to be a medium-sized humanoid, pale-skinned.
Uniform?
No, not even like a uniform, like very much mercenary garb.
Yep.
Pale-skinned, medium-sized humanoid. Perception check, please. This is the first die roll that's actually happened this session.
I know.
I
Is that
died.
gonna be a changeling?
Is
Do
that
we-
gonna be your spouse?
Because Fitz and Granny are off to the side, but they're still watching. Would we also get a perception?
No.
Not that. Okay.
No.
Because the thing is, with the mirror, with
It's
stuff like that, if you
your
can see them, they can see you.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Jill?
No, you don't want me to pick.
Curse their dice. Curse their dice.
Hey, Jolly.
Okay.
Pink or purple?
Purple.
Oh, is this a new day, by the way? Actually,
Not just yet.
okay. Just making sure.
No, I get it.
By the grace of Matt Mercer, let it thy dice roll.
Will Wheaton curses
If that's
you.
your spouse, I'm gonna shit.
never-
No.
I knew
Connor,
it!
Connor,
No.
can I get an argument for advantage?
I
No.
think Jess should get advantage.
I think not.
I think
What'd you
she
get?
should get advantage because Fitz and Granny are off to the side doing like, scry.
No? What'd you get?
Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna find something. I can do something.
Just with every sheet going, no, I'm gonna find something. Fuck you.
Private eyes.
What does it do? What does it do?
Because I would like to ask if I can switch it to an investigation check instead of perception.
Investigation will tell you more information in this room, but it will not tell you information about the person walking past.
See, my question is, hold on, I'm gonna work this. You have to understand, the reason I'm fighting so hard is I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah?
Just straightforward honesty here right now. I rolled bad. Because private eyes lets me spot fine details you may have missed. It does not specify what it has to be from. And I want
this is true.
specific details from this man.
Just imagine Darius pressing, like, not pressing because then she gets sucked in, but like,
then she falls through.
like,
So yeah,
Smooth.
to be fair, with my current passive, it would still be like a 10, so it would be quote unquote an average roll. But I want to add a private eyes use to it.
What will happen
Okay.
if you stuck your arm through it and then cut the call?
You'd probably lose an arm.
Would your arm
might.
get cut off?
Yes.
Only one way to find out.
that
No,
that
we
is
can test it
the
with the
worst.
carrot.
No, just
So, using private eyes, because that is your your trait that you selected for this character. You will note that this person does appear to have pointed ears. They are very pale, and they do appear to have notches on their ears.
Ah, not sure this. So just change thing. Fuck. That's me, baby, not Fitz.
Hey, I'm gonna do something reckless.
Do
I'm
not
gonna
fucking
take a-
go.
I'm not going in. Relax.
Okay, okay.
This is
A hand appears behind you, ready to grab.
Deus is gonna pick up a pencil or a pen or something that's like a writing instrument. Something that would make sense to be in a study, but heavy enough that it would make a noise. And I'm gonna try to toss it in the direction across from me, so that way whoever comes in to investigate it walks past me.
Okay. Why does it say 41 tiles? Oh, that's why.
The bad news is, if it is Darius' spouse, we can't see her right now. So she jumps in. Can't stop her. Fuck.
I don't think it's my spouse. Connor would not. I never put.
Don't say Connor would not do that.
Hold on.
You mean of course Connor would.
Let
do
me specify something.
I'm a monster.
I've
You
never
need to
put.
realize this.
Shush. 1 second. There were no notches in my spouse's ear when the last I saw them. So Connor would have had to mutilate my beautiful,
Well,
perfect
isn't
changeling.
the changeling
That's a feature of changelings in my game.
That's just a-
They,
that's
they
just a
have
racial-
they have
You
funny
would've-
notches in their ears.
You would have had notches.
Oh, never mind. Connor could hurt me like this.
Yeah, I know I could.
Saying.
Yeah!
Jace,
Moment.
because you stepped away, we are scrying on the place where the soul gem is that the queen is in, with me invisible in front of it, so they cannot see me. So they just there's
So if
nothing
they see
can
the mirror, they won't have anyone they'll recognize.
So there's a weird, awkward hole in the fabric of
Yeah,
reality.
and I imagine we like turned off the lights and shit.
Yeah, no, it's
we put up a blanket behind Darius.
we're doing
So
everything we can to make it anonymous.
So we green screened out the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we put it like in front of like a nondescript
Darius-
wall.
Darius
God.
isn't even invisible. She just has a green morph suit on, and we have green screened her out.
And a pumpkin head.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah,
And her name is Lewis.
Okay.
Connor,
Mm-hmm.
what are you looking up?
I'm trying to find information. Hold on.
Illegal.
It's gonna be your spouse. You understand that, right? It is so important to me that you understand that it's going to be your spouse.
It's so important for me to have you guys understand. It will be an immediate wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, if you go through the mirror, I mean, you're gonna be on your own. So good luck.
Yeah.
I need to ask something because I can't find it. Where is the description of your spouse?
Asking for a friend.
Not right now, but
I can't find it.
later.
I'm looking around for it, and I was like, I was quietly looking for it, like this might happen. And I was like,
It may
hey,
or
I
may
can't
not-
find it. I can't find shit.
It may or may not be relevant, but what does your spouse look like?
I'll say this right now.
Tell me, who is your
I
god?
mean, you're gonna be in there by yourself. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
The
Right.
ultimate move.
And we don't know
Getting
how to
the
get
description.
to you.
And then guess
And it's
what? It
someone
was a
else.
red herring. Yeah, exactly. It was somebody
Yeah,
else
yeah.
the entire time.
Honestly,
That would also
I
be
fully
coolest.
wouldn't put that past
The
Connor.
coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I would not put it past. That's something you would do, Jace.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah. Be like, oh yeah, by
You
the
know
way,
the
just so
whole-
I can like have that ready.
You know how you can like go behind a wall and go, huh, and then keep a session going? Same energy.
I do that all the
God.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just do.
Nothing is
Okay.
scarier than seeing a roll and hearing. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh,
so
oh
keep
no.
going.
Okay. You will see an individual, very pale skin, very slender. They are wearing what appears to be almost like leather gear in some way, like light armor, basically. They do appear to be feminine. You can see that they have lightish pink colored hair, that has as of now growing back just a little bit, but has been shaved down quite a bit. But it is a form that you are all too familiar with.
Ooh.
Again, you go through. We don't know. What are you gonna do?
Good luck, have fun, bye.
Please, yeah, I was gonna say, please make this a public roll. Ooh.
Deus immediately shuts the mirror down. Drops invisibility, walks out of the room.
I prefer that.
Keeps
than going
walking, goes to Asher's lab.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Asher and Fizzy.
Yeah, I'm in here.
So, but here's the thing though, when you're putting them all together, yes, I base some of them on like actual animals, but they don't have to be.
Sitting there like this, just like
Like this
on the
one.
table.
So
It's a
it's
normal perch.
getting the movement to be like a spider works, but if you have that many legs on them, it's just too many legs. You can't get them into as small of a spot.
Oh, if I turned into a spider, you could study.
You know, that would work, because the only other times I've tried to study a spider, it was either trying to get away or get to me, so
I
I
could just
don't...
turn into a spider and just stand here.
I think I'd have to clear a space off.
Fine.
Pierre, Jacques, we're going to have you clear a spot over here so that way we could have Fizzy get to full size over on this side of things.
Of having somebody who can turn into animals.
It works much better.
When does the door slam open?
Whenever you want it to slam open.
Whenever you want.
Cool.
It's like whatever you want.
The door slams open while you guys right here, because this is, I think, the best place to put it.
Okay.
Fully strides in,
Come on in.
walks past Fizzy, grabs Asher, pulls him into a hug.
Okay.
Are you okay.
Asher,
Oh, you're
Um,
not
let me
okay.
Fizzy, help.
Asher,
Darius,
take the
Darius,
fucking mirror,
Darius.
I
put it in a
believe...
room I'm not allowed to have access to.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Who hurt you?
What's going on?
It was them.
Who was that?
Rin. My
What?
friend.
What did your friend do? How much is bail going to be?
It was Celebrant. She was the guard for the room that the Queen Soldier was in.
Oh. All right, sit. Jacques,
Told you.
the taller
And she'll
chair.
just-
The-
Yeah, she's just looking. She
See-
looks at Ash and goes, "See? Was I not right?"
This is that wisdom thing. We were talking about this. Is the wisdom.
I'm gonna go get the other two.
Wait.
Or the other three. I'm gonna go get the other three, and I'm gonna go out and get Granny and
Wait.
all of
Yeah,
them.
wait. Pierre. Jean-Pierre. We need a bit more space on this side. Apparently we're going to have a meeting, everybody, so please scoop the powders. Wait, in the crate. All of them. All of them in the crate. We don't need to be explaining this right now. It is fine. All right. We need more lights. Okay. We need... Wait, music, bring the fire up a bit. We're going to cedar. Put some cedar in there to make it smell not like the lab. There as well.
Asher,
What?
I'm gonna burn the whole place down.
Which place? Because you can't burn this place down.
When we get to that building, I don't care what it is. It could be the royal castle of North Eckes. I'm going to burn it to the ground.
Darius, I will help you. However, steps. The arson happens after we get the things that we need out of there. Okay?
You can look over, and one of Asher's bots was requested to turn on music, so it turned on music.
Messy?
This is really inappropriate.
All right. It is grossly inappropriate. All right. So. All right. So. They're guarding the queen?
They were one of the mercenaries.
That is fucking wild.
They were a field medic, it makes sense. They had some training.
Wait. But that is actually good news for you. That means that they're going to not throw them in the line of fire when we go in to rescue the queen. Also,
If they know who she is to me. Otherwise, they might not care what happens to him.
oh, no. That is not the part that I'm talking about. If they're a field medic and they're the one that is near the crystal, somebody with medic experience, they don't put them on the front lines. Also, you never shoot at Doc. That is one of the rules. So, out of all the people, that's not a bad thing. You're having a moment though, and that is okay.
I want to find who did this and melt them slowly, piece by piece. Starting with the fingers. And making them watch as their own flesh boils and melts off.
You do know that's I'm the one that's supposed to say that, right? That's my job.
No.
Oh, we are going to have so much fun with this. I get to do experiments. All right. We need to finish that up, but not in this room. Next room. Wait. Okay.
I have gathered the rest of the group at this point.
All right. Cool. Everybody take a seat.
Why I assembled you all here today.
I'm bringing you to Asher's room. I'm like, no. We're all...
I want to tell you about the Avengers Initiative.
I don't know how Kaz is feeling about.
Oh,
all
you
of
made
this.
it's very hard for to pull her out of her room right now.
I will say, the thing Fizzy is she will say, okay, Kaz, I know. I can't imagine what you're going through right now. I only have like a little bit of this, but if we do this, we can get Tana back.
I got it. You know your bill.
I feel this.
Ugh, it's all fake talk. Just leave me alone.
It's not. I promise. No. Listen. We're going to help the queen. And with the queen, we help the queen. We help the queen. We're going to help everything I've been watching and observing and like looking at things. And she's very powerful. So if we help a very powerful person's going to help us get Tana back.
What? No person dies.
No one's dying.
Yeah, it all involves fighting.
No, it doesn't involve fighting. We're gonna try not to fight. This is the whole thing. Come on, Kaz, we can't do this without you.
I'm sick and tired right now.
I know. I know. You don't have. Well, if you don't want to, it's fine. But this is going to help us get Tana back.
Because you gotta say, I have the urge to throw up. Leave me be right now.
I mean,
There's bound to be buckets in Ash's office.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And this is a new day from the fight, right?
I think Connor said it was not.
No, not yet.
No, not yet? All right, fuck.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I haven't touched my stuff either, so I understand that. It happened in the morning, so the fight happened like in the morning.
Yeah.
So.
Once you get back to Hard Rock, you'll be fine. But right now, no.
I think Darius found something really upsetting to her in the mirror, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And
Spouse, maybe.
okay. What do you want me to do about it?
Okay, if you want to, it's fine. If you want to, it's fine. You don't have to do anything. I understand. Well, we're meeting in Asher's office. If you want to join us, you can. You don't have to, though.
I'm gonna lie down here.
Okay. And she'll leave. If Kaz doesn't want to, I'm not going to force people to do things. I'll get the others, though. I'll get the other two.
I mean, I imagine the other two probably followed.
Yeah,
sure.
Darius disappeared and turned off the mirror, walked away without saying anything. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What happened? I couldn't see.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have followed right away because it's like, well, clearly she needs some space.
But I mean, if
Yeah.
she'll
would
be like, listen, Asher's office. Come on.
Would be like, got it.
Let's go.
So,
with my squishy toy. That's squeezing this and making fart noises. This is not the time.
I'm playing with it because I'm stressed.
Take the other one. It doesn't make fart noises.
It doesn't squish his belt. Well,
Don't
no.
care. It makes fart noises.
Yeah, that's part of the appeal.
So
Back
what
to the
seems to be the what happened in there?
The guard in the room was Celebrant. My wife.
Oh, honey.
I'm going to melt the souls out of the people who did this.
Well, okay. I'm gonna point out.
Just
Here's
like, yep.
the thing.
Not gonna argue right now.
I'm not arguing this. She's not. Busy is not actually arguing this. If we're under the assumption that the changelings are under some sort of mind control thing, right? Is that what we're thinking?
Mhm.
And changelings are guarding the queen. So whatever's behind this is also behind what happened to the queen, right? So they deserve their souls melted.
How do you melt her soul? Sorry. This
I love that we are just getting to just melting the entire soul.
We'll think about proper justice when we get there.
I mean, I'm just saying they're not good people.
Granny, you don't get a
Melt the
choice in this.
souls. Melt
I'm
the
just
souls.
saying you might
Melt
change your
the
mind
souls.
later.
I absolutely won't. They took my family.
okay.
But again,
Just-
then there must be some. Okay, wait. Weird thought. If the people that are behind the queen's death are also behind the changelings being mind controlled,
That means that
going-
the people behind the queen's death are also behind trying to resurrect the
The
First
vampire,
vampire.
which means they are behind
oh my
Don being in prison.
It's all connected.
I have connected the
Like-
dots.
I mean, they do kind of deserve
You
their
haven't
souls
connected
melted.
shit.
They're trying to bring up on this really terrible thing. So I'm kind
Fitz
of
cursed again. Note it.
No! It's a goof. It's a goof. You
I'm
goof.
kind of on
Also-
Darius' side here a little bit.
Asher, I
They're
gotta
not-
say, I gotta commend you for choosing to have one of your bots play music, making this the least fitting
So
scene
funny.
Absolutely.
Every time I get the chance, just like,
The problem is I can't even hear the music.
it's just smooth jazz. It's
Yeah.
just kinda...
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, what we're gonna do, the details of what we're gonna do to them is not important right now.
It's who Darius it is.
It's not important to our next steps.
I think we should focus on the positive here, which is we found your celebrant, and we're gonna save them.
Bryn.
And we're gonna save them, and then we're also gonna save the queen and solve the murder and
That
stop
also
the
means that
vampire.
Bring back
your
Tana.
daughter is probably also in the castle.
We're also gonna bring back Tana.
I don't see that's helping your case of me not wanting to melt their souls out.
I don't think.
I'm not making a case against that. I'm just trying to focus on the actionable steps.
Here, you
We can't-
should
we
be
have to get to
focusing
the
less
cat.
on what you're gonna do to the people and more on the fact that we have our first major lead on where they are. Focus on the positive. We're gonna get them back. That's great news.
That's the first.
And then after we get them back,
then we melt their souls.
Then
you can melt their souls.
You can melt
Or
them,
put them
whatever,
in a rock
but we
or
have
whatever
to
you wanna do.
we have to get to that opportunity first. That's what I'm
Save-
trying to focus on.
Save them first, then melt the souls from their
I
bodies.
will say,
Watch
I
their
will point
skin
out,
boil
I'm
up.
going to make, this is what I was telling Asher earlier, that we needed to focus on the queen, because I think also bringing the queen back, or whatever, or freeing the queen, will also help us get Tana back. Because if a powerful person is helped, they will help you back with a powerful thing. Right? That makes sense.
Tana, I don't like that
Gener-
question you just sent me.
I gotta ask.
Tana,
What?
2.
Okay, thank you.
3,
That's all
4,
done.
5. Let's drive to
Although by this point, maybe 3.
Ah, baby.
4,
Yeah, the
5.
child's age.
But that's so we have a way of getting into the castle because
we have the secret passageway.
our buddy told us.
Mhm.
We need to focus on that. We need to get into the castle. We need to focus on that. Getting into the castle, getting the queen, and maybe
Need to-
figuring out how to free the changelings of whatever this is.
One step at a time.
And then when we free the changelings,
priorities.
then we melt souls. Yes, dear.
Hey, Tana.
Yo.
Darius is leaving the room and going back to grab the mirror and bringing it back.
Okay.
If
wait,
there's
I thought-
mirror, somebody's gonna go with.
That's fine, you can follow her.
You're because
I thought
I
Asher was
will
just-
say canonically the mirror's already gone.
Yeah, like
Oh.
wouldn't you have put it like in a room by now?
The as soon as Darius said move it, Asher, not verbally because he didn't want Darius to hear any orders go out, had the bots move it. It is in a room that she cannot access and does not know
Granny and
exists.
Fitz were standing next to the mirror, and these little spider bots came. We were like, where are they going?
Well, it's probably fine.
Darius will come back
Bots, fine.
once she realizes and goes, bring the mirror back. I can't do anything dramatic with you all here.
Nope.
We don't want you to do
Gotcha.
anything dramatic in general. Doing something dramatic's not gonna get your spouse and daughter back. It's not gonna
Explain
help
what you are going to do.
So we've seen the room. We know the location of the room. We were able to look at the location of the gem based on the room, which means we can then go that even out further and go, we would like to see the house that the room is in, so we can see the outside of the house and know what it looks like. And essentially we can keep expanding out until we find the location.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, Connor, I figured out how to zoom out, motherfucker.
We hit this.
See how
mirror.
nice it is when you tell us your intentions.
I was going to tell you once I had the mirror in my hand.
Location.
Stop being a dramatic little bitch.
Also, don't look at me like it's some gotcha moment, motherfucker. I expect these mirrors to be used like this.
I fucking got you,
Wait, these mirrors?
Got
That's what the other there.
That was an S.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, there's more than one.
Hey, mirror, focus on the other mirrors. Hand them over.
Regardless, yeah,
You get an
Figure
endless
out where the
reflection
fuck
of the
it is.
mirrors just looking at each other.
I I want to be able to hop in our mirror, and then hop in the next mirror, and hop out right in front of our mirror, and then hop in.
Portals.
Portal.
Now you're working with portals.
Yeah.
All right, we can view the house. Maybe it'll be recognizable.
I love the enthusiasm. It is fantastic. Here is the thing. No. Not tonight. Everyone is too fucking tired. We just lost Tana. And before anybody does something, let me correct, before Darius gets the idea that she's just going to jump into the place and start going in. No.
I thought better of it.
This time. So here's what we are going to do.
All in honesty. Oh, good. Apologies.
We need to accomplish three things now that can all be kind of accomplished with the same operation. Okay? First and foremost, we need to get Tana back. Period. End of story. We need to get our rabbit back. Okay? Number 2. We need to get the queen. Number 3. We need to retrieve Darius's partner and potentially the child. If the child is there. If not, we will be able to get the information on where the child is, most likely. We can accomplish this all with one operation. But it cannot happen tonight. We still have some other things we need to figure out. We need to figure out where the fuck Tana's soul is and why that did not work. Because it's all well and good going and saving a queen. That's fine, that's just awesome. But if it takes multiple days to save this queen, and we are not putting that time towards Tana, and all of a sudden helping this queen does nothing to help us with Tana, those are wasted days. It does not matter how good of an outcome it is.
Didn't Granny do a thing so that the body is not decomposing yet?
Yeah,
We
but
got
that's
a week.
different.
Isn't it 10
That's
days?
different. We're talking about where the state of her soul is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, also we're talking about this one.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
gentle
well,
reposes.
I can
Oh, it is 10 days.
I can ask tomorrow. That is a thing I can do tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
because I'm wiped clean of all my spells right now because that fight took me out.
I want you guys to know I went to go check my spells, and Jess had a deception check window up. So I don't know what that means, but I gotta say I don't like it.
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I don't trust a word out your mouth.
No, I don't.
I don't trust like that. All right.
Also, what?
Yeah, you do it the same if I had a deception thing up.
Darius is just gonna say to that, I've already put something in motion to see if we need another avenue for Tana.
Do.
I haven't done anything yet. I just asked a question.
You'll let us know what he requires, huh?
I will. I'm not giving up my soul for someone else's.
Well, of course not. You're not that stupid.
I don't really particularly want to help a fiend, but
We'll
That's
do
why I
it.
asked what he wanted before we do it.
Okay.
You know, this would have been so much simpler if we just agreed to kill that guy.
Which guy?
Which
The politician that's trying to take the throne.
But
But your
so
guys'
much more fun.
No, it's not!
Okay.
I have a question.
I
Did you
will
say that in
point out-
character?
Yes.
Hold on.
Everyone
You're
disliked
fucking
that.
Everyone disliked it.
Oh, I
Minus
am
one,
trying
minus
to hit.
one, minus-
Yeah, no, I'm PvPing right now.
Darius is gonna
I mean, it is-
the fucking
it is her
jaw.
Can you even
fucking
hit
spout.
me? I mean, my AC's 14, so that's what you got.
If I
I kind of want this to be the moment you roll a natural 20.
Asher's just taking a sip and watching this all happen. Like, ooh.
Hey Connor, what do I need to roll an attack?
It's an
a
unarmed
punch.
attack.
Train.
I don't- Yeah.
It's strength, no proficiency, because you're not proficient in unarmed
Strength
weapons.
What about a slap?
Same thing.
Still strength.
Connor, can I get advantage on this?
No!
Hold on.
Granny's
It's
not
surprise,
expecting
isn't
it.
it?
Granny's not expecting it. Granny also just said something so vastly out of pocket for something that is greatly and diminishly affecting Darius.
So vastly out of pocket.
It doesn't make it advantage worthy.
Fucking phrasing.
Beg to
It's
differ.
worthy. I will point that out, isn't it?
No,
Is that a surprise
What?
attack advantage?
It's not a surprise attack. I know where she is.
Granny's standing there looking at her.
Yeah, but
If
you
I
never
see
even
someone
tried to
reeling back
pull
for
out-
a punch, I can see them reeling back for a punch.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but
Roll,
can
what'd
you
you
though?
19 on the die.
You deserve it. Sorry, but like that was very out of pocket.
Darius does punch you square in the face.
Alright, maybe I deserve that.
It does 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Wow, okay, I'm at
It's-
51 out of 9.
After Darius punches you, she leaves.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Man,
Maybe.
so serious.
That
No,
might have been the wrong thing to maybe say.
It's...
no.
I didn't mean it facetiously. It's...
But it's their spouse that they've been looking for. So maybe,
in a delicate
maybe,
spot right now.
kind of,
That's
maybe don't do
just-
that. Should apologize, maybe.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Okay.
If you go to apologize, wait to apologize.
Yeah,
you
no.
don't want to like get punched a second.
You know,
time.
she punched me. I think that's the payback
That's
that
Okay.
needs to happen.
I think any reasonable person would believe that would be payback for that.
Oh, but somebody who's looking for their spouse isn't exactly reasonable.
What are you doing? You can't hear this. You left.
No, this is for Darius. You guys just said a reasonable person. Darius did not back that check, man. In my internal, she's not reasonable. She punched you
know
and walked away.
I literally said she was not reasonable. Sorry, that's not reasonable. Fully aware.
That's my way of saying, if Granny comes near Darius right now, she will pull a gun.
I'm not. Gretty's literally not even considering it right now.
She's
Jace, I don't know what you're chanting.
pull a gun. Personally, I'm of the team, but maybe don't. Maybe don't do that. Maybe like keep the gun in your holster.
Darius isn't in the room anymore. She
I
left.
get that. This is to you. This is to you.
To you,
Player.
ma'am. To you.
Maybe keep it holstered. You know? Just a little.
I already rolled the die, man.
The dice
Maybe keep it
have
holstered.
spoken.
It's not gonna happen anyway. Because Granny's not pursuing it. But she's just like, it was getting a bit serious. But I get it. But what was I gonna say? If we had just gone after that politician, we might not have found out any of this. we wouldn't have found the connection.
You're not
Be
wrong.
true.
Also, maybe don't talk to Darius for the rest of the night.
I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go chase after someone who just punched me in the face. Nearly dislocated a tooth.
I don't think you can dislocate a tooth.
can't do
Is
that.
this loose?
You can
Look,
knock a
look at
tooth
my-
loose. You cannot dislocate a tooth.
I dislocated my tooth. Somebody pop it back into place.
It's more like unlocate a tooth.
Yeah.
I think I
We also
swallowed
call it
something.
getting a tooth knocked out.
To each their own. I mean,
No, I'm gonna call it now.
Or even worse, the tooth doesn't completely get knocked out. Only half of it breaks off. And then
Wait, guys, is that our first
Stop
case
being
of
serious
PvP?
about the tooth. Darius'
Guys, we
weak
finally had
sauce punching.
PvP.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
I think
PvP.
that Granny should file her teeth into points.
Why?
be a
It
vampire.
would be cool. I think it would be very cool.
I read a book once where demons only had pointed teeth.
That is
They
very
didn't
cool,
have
very
any
sexy.
chewers.
In
Very
the
sexy, very
Uglies
cool.
trilogy, the specials got their teeth filed.
Eyes
into
on the
points.
prize, guys. Come on.
Sexy.
Alright,
Uh,
I think...
I'm not in this anymore. Dara's
The
left.
only thing I have to do is I want to do something in the morning. I have nothing left to do today.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think Ash is right. I think we need to rest, and we'll think about our game plan for storming the castle tomorrow. Break.
oh, I'm not leaving. This is my workshop. You can stay here if you want to, but
room, you can all leave.
You don't have to go home, but you can't
Yeah.
stay here.
I mean, you can stay here if you want to. It's about to get really loud, though.
I shall
No,
exit.
when Granny says that, she's out.
Yeah.
Well, except for Fizzy, if you can do the spider thing, because I want to look
Yeah, I
at.
can do the spider thing.
Wait.
I will well you into a spider for Asher.
This is the weirdest way to bond.
It is.
Mhm.
It's like, can I see you turn into a spider?
Sure.
Let me see how you move. As the night is winding down, just to make sure that I get this in, it's not a scene or anything. Kaz will have a couple bots come into her room with some very like potent sleepy tea and some nice cookies and a couple very, very warm blankets that I'm sure Kaz would be able to tell were actually handmade. They're not like a construct of anything. And they do a very good job of holding the warming cat. And the warming cat will sleep with Kaz tonight as a way to try to comfort her.
You know what's sad? She thought you were Tana killing them.
Oh.
I knew that's where that was gonna go. Also, the eyes are freaking me out, Jolly.
Oh, sorry.
They're
She's
so
kind of.
good.
She's drunk.
So day breaks right around the same time as you guys are coming into Hardgrack proper, and are beginning to board the crawling vehicle to bring you up to the elevator on the mountain. You guys are all safely inside of the cart. You may rest and put on restore all your spent stuff. Yes, Jill?
Alright, let's do my numbers today.
I just want to say, like 6 a.m. hits, 5:30 even maybe, and Fitz is up and has like lights on in the kitchen, has put a little apron on because there's no one to cook now, and at like 6 a.m. on the dot, no knocking, Fitz walks into Kaz's room and turns the lights on.
Ugh.
and is
God.
standing over her bed like, "Good morning, sunshine.
Oh,
I need help with breakfast.
What?
Up we get. Come on,
What time
things
is
to
it?
do.
6 o'clock.
Oh
Right
God!
early. Come on, get up.
Why?
Because you're helping me with breakfast. I don't know how to cook.
I don't know how to cook either.
Then we'll figure it out together. Come on, wash your face off. You got makeup on there. Come on, up, 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 up. And Fitz is doing the mom thing and not leaving until you are out of bed and helping in the kitchen.
There's a
We
little
will
bot
fix
that
you.
from the ceiling just lets out a little spritz of water right onto Kaz's face.
Oh, thank you so much. Helpful.
It gives a salute and crawls through the wall.
Okay.
Wow. Terrified. You love that.
Wait, I have an important question. Does it move differently now because of you watching?
It is a little bit more spider-like, like that, like the fast scuttle. It is moving with purpose now.
Come on. We've got people to feed. Mouths to people. Friends?
Mouths to people.
Mouths to people. We've got people to feed in their
It's called
mouths.
CPR.
Come on.
It's like,
Fitz will drag Cass to the kitchen to make her help him figure out food.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
It's not gonna be pretty.
no.
A lot of burnt shit.
I would like to, as Deus gets up, she walks past Kaz's room, smells the amount of alcohol, and just goes, Lizzie, hide all the liquor, wine, anything Kaz can get her hands on.
I've already been requested to do so by Asher.
That checks.
Didn't steal this.
Thank you, Izzy.
Cass pressing her face against the glass of the room she can't go in. I'm so thirsty.
To be fair, there is a dual purpose for this. You got 2 depressed people now, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, no, the liquor cabinet it is a glass door because it's fancy.
You can see.
It's
You can
cloudy,
see it.
like when a dog licks the glass.
Deus will come down and look at what you two are doing.
Weighing the eggs.
You don't need to wait. Do you know how to make breakfast?
It's still sort of science, isn't it? Just,
Kaz?
What?
How to cook? There are so many shells in it.
pick them out. If you want something that's sort of grey and vaguely tastes of nothing, I can do that quite well.
Deus is stepping into the kitchen, grabbing you both and walking you out of it.
It's just sad.
You can stay here and watch.
Watching's for fun. It's just, I don't have to cook. It was a fun experiment. Just burn some bread and.
Tana would be upset at the waste of food.
I
Dearest,
hate that you're right.
just let them help.
You heard whatever that was.
Bought Asha.
Bought Asher. Bought Asher.
Yeah,
You
Just
heard
a
Bought
disembodied
Asher.
voice, by the way. No source for the sound.
That was terrifying.
you two can help. I will show you what to do.
Right.
First things first. Crack an egg like this, and then hold the side and do that.
Takes a lot more time than my method, though.
Yeah, but it makes sure it has flavor instead of crunch.
Oh, Kaz, you've got small knives. What if we took it and we just hit it
I mean,
with a knife and then you
there is a technique where you just spin the egg really fast to scramble it inside, and then you poke a hole in it and it drains the egg out.
That'd be cool.
You two want to experiment with that?
We could shake some eggs. Hey? Here's an egg. Shake it. Shake it!
Okay, okay.
Here's one for Ruben too if he wants it. Please
I-
don't throw it.
I want you to know, while those two are doing that, Deus is making like fried eggs. that do not require scrambling.
How long do we have to shake them?
Like a minute.
A minute. Okay.
A bot throws an egg at Ruben.
Oh, that's somehow the worst case scenario. Oh.
And Ruben's gone.
Disgusting.
Did he just board that entire egg, or?
He definitely put it in his mouth. You don't know how he's going to eat it later.
You know, the mental image of one of Ash's bots throwing an egg and Ruben just opening and unhinging his jaw.
Power move.
We like on because is it like I don't remember how we get to Hard Rock. Is it like an elevator thingy?
It is like a strider machine that climbs up the side of the mountain, and it's large enough for carts and people to be inside of it and just
Are we on it currently?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Anyway.
Days since Vor was last mentioned in my game. Was the race the number?
0.
It wasn't by me this time. None of you get to blame me.
My God.
The thing is, we could with a quail egg. Good work with the quail egg.
It would.
Thank you for that, Jace.
You're welcome. Any in-character interactions, or should we get straight to you guys being inside of Hard Rock proper?
Look, all I care about is that Asher wasn't the one that was forward this time.
Yep.
Ooh, a win's a win.
A win's a win, boys.
Win's a win, as it's going to this W. It's a W.
I will say this. Darius's breakfast is not, like, stellar, but it is very much like... Have you ever had... There's a saying, it's like dad scrambled eggs. So they're slightly browned. They've got enough salt and pepper. Yeah, very diner style. Hers is a diner style breakfast, not a, like, what Tana does. It's passable.
I think that at some point Fitz sets the egg down to like rest his arms and hands from shaking it for a minute because he's a little baby and forgets it and walks away from the egg.
Darius hands you a different egg.
ADHD is away from the egg. What was I doing?
And whenever you guys get bored of the egg, she just does give you a new task. She's like, okay, so the bread has to be carved carefully. Yeah, because we're gonna... The crust can't be on it anymore.
We're cutting the crust off.
Yeah.
Got it.
So after it is toasted, she has you guys decrusting. But you have to save as much bread as possible, so it has to be done very carefully.
These are the breakfast games of Kansas winning. A tiny little sword. It's a freaking pause. It's demeaning.
This is not what I should be used for.
It's all fast. I think I saw her smile a second ago.
Grab a dagger. Grab a dagger. Anything else. This is demeaning.
Sorry.
What do you mean first?
We have so many more to go.
No!
Yep. Good breakfast is full of laughter and no more drunk Kaz. God.
You guys will have a fairly hearty breakfast, a diner-esque, like a diner-style breakfast.
It's so
it is
crazy.
good. Yeah, it's good. It's not healthy, but it's good. So, do you guys have any things you wish to converse about, or should we just get you straight into the city? It's up to you guys.
To the city?
To the city.
To the city, yeah.
To the city.
Your cart will make its way down the elevator into Hargrak proper. You can see that it looks the same as it did previously. No signs of any serious changes. No signs of anything having gone wrong in the city itself. The thousands of people are milling about inside the actual city itself, walking down the streets, as various vehicles are being directed down the roads. It looks about the same as it always does. Where to?
We didn't get to do the mirror zoom out thing.
This is true. You did not do that.
I'm pretty sure it's still in the palace, but like just to be sure.
Asher wouldn't let us do it last night for very good reason.
Yeah.
But we need to do it this morning.
Yeah. Then it would be brought out.
Okay. The mirror is brought out for everyone to see. And what I need you to actually go through this scene in character because I need to know what you ask.
Okay. For the first time, I would like to see the outside of the room where the Queen's Soul Amethyst is.
That'll put you in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm say.
I would like to see the building that houses the room where the Queen's soul is kept.
That's better.
Yeah.
You ask this, and you will see, what looks to be a dark reflection on the mirror. It takes a moment for it to kind of click for a bunch of you. But the humans, you see nothing. You just see a dark mirror. The drow, on the other hand, notice this is earth, soil, and rock.
Underground. It's underground.
I mean, makes sense. I mean,
Well, isn't the palace carved into the mountain itself?
It is. At the top of the mountain.
was there windows in that room?
You do recall a window being present, yeah.
I would like
And
to
it-
see. Okay, so I could see out the window a little.
Yes, it looked like a lovely night sky, and a nice, like a field.
I would like to have the perspective from the field towards the window of the room that the Queen's Soul Amethyst is.
Excellent. You see into the you are looking at the window from the outside of where it is, and you can see that there are loose bits of rock all around you, and you are looking at what looks to be almost like a mirrored image of a now daytime field with a lovely day sky out. The inverse of what you saw from the backside.
I'm stupid. Someone explain what that means.
It means it is an illusion. It is not
Oh.
actually outside. It's like a fake outdoors that is being put behind the mirror to make it look real.
Can we see an aerial view of the building that houses the Queen's Soul?
We're gonna keep doing this until
We're
we get.
entering cheat codes. Up,
No,
down,
no,
down,
this
left, right,
is-
left, right, B, sorry.
This is fair. You're trying to think around a issue. That's totally fine.
We're thinking with portals.
Yes. Yeah, you will get a aerial view of this area, and you will see it looks to be a city of a form.
Wait. Can we see the front door of the building that houses the Queen's Soul Amethyst.
Correct question.
You. You'll get there
Look out.
eventually, guys.
It's a building.
Correct
It's city.
question.
It's a window.
Keep walking it in there.
Hey, I gotta magic items, unless they're sentient, don't really have a brain. They will answer your question as literally as you present them.
I mean, that's so
I-
fair.
I love the idea of this mirror being sentient, but only being able to be like, "Oh, idiot. Not being able to offer any help. Just be like, stupid.
Oh, you
I would
fucking
love-
tool.
You're so dumb.
From the perspective of what appears to be a park of some sort, where greenery has been brought down into the underground itself, and has the light from the ship prisms effectively being cast down upon it, you see what looks to be a storefront. You see that it has a nice glass, almost like a bay window, that has on the front of it what looks to be a nice display of potted plants and candles that are all being put out front for everyone to see. And there is a sign on it that reads very simply, Overroy's Natural Goods.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
That's
Was
in
I
the
just
city,
at that
isn't it?
store just buying plants?
Correct, you were.
Yeah, just, by the way, just curious.
I can't believe, Kaz, you found it by accident.
I was buying a gift. I didn't
What?
know that was
Here's the thing. I will point out, we know where it is now. We don't have to go looking for it.
Kaz is like, wait a minute. You're not gonna fucking believe this.
I was there 2 days ago.
And here's the thing, Kaz, since you were there, I need to say this and make this perfectly clear. Look nothing like the picture you saw of the interior of the study and the hall, and you didn't see shit like that.
No, I
You
just
saw-
bought plants.
Exactly. You saw a place that
Hidden
sells
that way.
herbs, plants, and candles. It looked like a storefront.
That looked pretty natural. I don't know.
So what you're saying is it's a front?
Assume roll an intelligence check, and I will explain.
I
if it
think
was the
Becca's the only
front
one who
door,
got the joke I was making.
yeah.
I know it's a storefront.
No one else acknowledged it.
I just did.
You did it too late.
Oh, too bad.
Suck it, nerd.
It's in the brand. I can't deny it.
18 on the die plus 4 for 22.
It's below the
420.
It is directly below the actual building itself. To get in, you go into the actual storefront. There's
We gotta go down.
There's probably some kind of a hidden entrance.
Hey, you remember how last campaign I had a map that showed us the layout of
Oh, I
things?
missed that. I missed that.
Well,
I
good
missed my map.
news. Good news. I prepped locate object today.
Oh, and we do know what the soul gem looks like because you saw it.
I did.
And if
Locate person.
true. Well,
Would
the
that
thing is, you
also
have
work
locate.
in a soul gem?
Hey, Asha, did you prep locate object?
Wait.
So we have 2 people who can do locate object and switch it back and forth just in case we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Asher probably also has more. He probably has more spell slots than me. But I also don't use my spells a ton, so.
I was about to say, I would rather whoever uses the least spells use it, which in this case is.
Wait, and
What's up?
Asher always has it actually prepared. I forgot. That's one of the permanent ones he has.
Ah. Did not know that. That's good to know.
Did not know.
Yes, Joe.
I have a weird question. Can this? We could consider this to be one of the tests that we ran, on the mirror. My brain's going 1,000 miles per hour, so don't worry about how I got here. If the mirror was in a bag of holding,
Mhm.
and I was also in a bag of holding,
Mhm.
can I use the mirror in there?
So, after you guys have all eaten breakfast, what Fitz looks over and goes, "What happens if we put this in a bag of holding?" What happens if I climb into the bag of holding?
I hold my breath pretty low. Stop it.
So,
Please don't.
holding your breath and stuffing yourself
Please
into a bag of
don't.
holding with the
Please
mirror.
Okay.
Actually, we can't stop this. We have to let them do it.
know. I already know what's going to happen, but
What are you going to try and look at?
Just like right outside the bag. See
Okay.
if I can like escape the bag.
You will see a reflection of just outside the bag.
Hey, Kana. Bags of holding essentially have stuff floating around in it, right?
Correct.
Well, ours is weird, remember?
Oh yeah, we have a room with.
We have
Correct.
a room.
You're inside of a room in this
Okay,
case.
when that shows up, does everything that it touches try to suck itself out of the room?
Touch anything. Doesn't touch anything.
Thank God.
Not in this
They're
case.
all in shells. I would have it in my arms, and I could just put it up and step in.
Are you gonna step out of the bag of holding?
I'm gonna like throw an orange out or something, like a piece of food, holding my breath, and then step out. I don't know what that would be useful for, but we have that. We know that now. I can get in
We're
there.
really lucky it's not an extra plane or place.
If I thought something bad like that was going to happen,
I know.
I'm smart enough, thank you very much, that I wouldn't have put it in the gosh darn bag to start with. Don't insult my intelligence like
Not insulting your intelligence. I'm insinuating that the mirror is still weird. We don't know enough about it.
Fitz will reach in, pull the mirror out.
So, you all, I should say, Asher, has the cart pull itself up to the front of Overoy's Natural Goods, and you all look out and see what looks to be a normal old natural goods store, and we will leave off there. And we're not gonna have a session next week. Sorry, it is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So,
Thanksgiving's
yeah.
stupid!
Yeah.
We're at that time of year though,
Yay,
like
colonizers.
where we'll probably have like we have like what 3 before the end of the year. Sessions,
Bad
hopefully.
holiday. 0 out of 10.
The holidays are like that.
I always
unfortunately.
liked it, but that's because I didn't usually see my extended family.
I don't have family. Got my-
I was forced to see my extended family too many times.
So, thank you all so very much for being here. A very special thanks to Zero's Gaming. Very cool to have you here and hanging out with us.
And appreciate the follow. Thank you.
And we appreciate the follow. If you enjoy what we do, pass the word around, tell your friends. We stream regularly, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's probably going to be more than a little screwed up next week. Again, the holidays. Sorry, there's not much you can do about that.
Several of us are traveling soon.
Yeah. If you like what we do, you can follow us on Twitter or on Blue Sky. But with all that said, say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
It's strange.